Michelle, are you ready?
I was born ready.
She's an award-winning author, speaker, and podcast host who serves on the National Faith Advisory Council. She supported Donald J. Trump for president before it was cool, from her she shed in her beautiful backyard. This is the Michelle Moore Show.
Soldiers. The Lord is with you, mighty warrior. The Lord is with you, mighty warrior. The Lord is with you, mighty warrior. This is a good sword. Mount up on the wings of eagles. 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 He's with you. Mount up. Right out. Right out and meet them.
everybody. I hope you enjoyed that song. A viewer sent that to me in a link in an email, and I just want to say thank you. I get so many emails. You just have to bear with me. I don't always know who sent what, and I just want to say thank you. I enjoyed it so much. I wanted to actually share it today as the opening video, and you'll probably be seeing more of that as well. I just thought it was so good. Also, I just wanted to share this. We do have Eve here with of course, she's our Godly Granny Formulator. You guys, today we are releasing like 49 new products, 49. And I want to say so much about this. One of them is the MVP award probably goes to producer Ron. He's maybe had 2 hours of sleep. But I have to tell you, the Godly Granny team is just amazing. And I spent some time with them earlier this week and got to spend quite a bit of time with Eve, who is the hostess with the mostest for sure. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that. She's got a story that I want her to share that she was sharing with me this morning. And I said, would you please share with our viewers? And we're going to start with that as well with her. But before we bring Eve in, I want to just give you an example of some of the mail that I get. Sometimes I read mail to you or show you cards and gifts, but we got a note, and this just embodies just it's amazing, really. But I think what happened, I'd have to ask my assistant, but I think and I do know there was a donation for North Carolina in here. But the check was wrapped in this little piece of paper, note. And it says, and all it says in here is it says, may our Heavenly Father bless and keep you. And so isn't that is just so amazing. And it's just so exciting, to have viewers that know the Lord and who trust in the Lord. And, thank you just for the kindness and the emails and the mail. We get a lot of mail. And I always say I'm the most accessible that I know. I'm accessible in a lot of ways. You never know. You might pick up the phone and it's me calling. And so I did that. I've done that a couple of times this week. And so anyways, but I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for such sweet, kind things. Like this doesn't get thrown away. This gets put into a box. And I joke because I also have a file I've had for years that's called encouragement. And so, and the thought behind it was that whenever I'm feeling discouraged, I'll get out this encouragement folder. And now it's so thick, but I've had it for years for just different things, emails maybe I get that I've printed and put in there. And so if I, have ever felt weary or whatever, or I'm in a big project or something, I'll get it out. And so I've only really gone through it a couple of times, but I've joked and said, yeah, when we quit doing the show and one day, and I have a lot of time, I'm going to go back and reread all of the stuff that I received and really soak it all in. And so I read some things sometimes because I have such a stack. It just kind of is like, oh, wow, that is so amazing. But then I don't really get to enjoy it and sit in that and soak in that. And so, but I just wanted you to get an idea. This is just, for somebody to take the time to write that and just say, may our Heavenly Father bless and keep you. This is such a sweet blessing to receive. And I just wanted y'all to know, these are the kind of viewers and the Michelle family. These are the kind of people that we're part of the Michelle family and it's just such a blessing. Okay. So, Christ believer, I received your email. I will print that and we will be sharing that next week. That was a blessing. And then also I have already printed off Beloved Warriors email and I'll be sharing it next week as well. In fact, it gave me an idea. And we're going to have a whole thing about it, probably either Monday or Tuesday, either after our time with Mark Taylor or Tuesday as its own thing. We'll talk about it. But anyways, it's definitely been printed and will be on the agenda for next week. I'm very excited about what my idea is with that as well. But such a sweet, sweet email with a sweet story and a lesson in there. And so we're going to talk about it. Okay, so let's see. So we're already getting you guys on the live chat, of course. Tanya Jones says, I just received my box of Godly Granny products. Well, yay. She says, so excited to try them. Tanya is the one who has the husband. Now, Tanya, I got some questions for you, girl. So Tanya's the one who has the husband who had the bald spot. And so, and his hairdresser has confirmed that he's got hair growing. He was using the activated charcoal bar soap, and which I just happen to have right here on the desk. And so, anyways, and he, over a period of time, he has now got hair growing. And so we'll talk with Eve about that. But she says, so excited to try them. My goal is to have only Godly Granny products in my house for me and my husband. Well, I'd say that's a great goal, girl. And we're working on all different kinds of goodies. That's part of why I was at the Godly Granny factory and meeting with Eve, our formulator. You guys would have just loved. I should have had a camera crew with me, because if y'all even just heard the conversations and heard the things that Eve is pitching and wanting me to consider and see all my samples and things that I've been trying. I've got kind of a glow, don't I? Yeah, so I've got a little bit of a glow today, and it's because I've been using the upcoming bronzer, and we're going to talk about that at the end of today's show. We'll cover a little bit about the bronzer that's coming. But anyways, and so R.L. Wood says, I can't wait to get my order and see what new products come out today that I can't live without. Right? Oh, you guys. And see, I get to test everything and try everything, and it's all so beautiful. The team has done an incredible job. Just the excellence that everything is delivered with the whole team is it's just amazing, and it makes me even more excited. Nisi Karen says, excited to see all the new products. Becky Lee says, so excited for today. And I know y'all are like, yeah, come on. SL Rawlings 59 says, hello, Michelle, Eve, and producer Ron. So excited for the new products. Now, I want to tell you, we're not going to be releasing new products for like another month. This is a huge release. And then we've got to work on a couple of projects. So we want to do an FAQ on the website. We've got a number of things we're going to do. And so we had a new bundle out today. So we're going to cover all this with you today. Lots of stuff. Die Laughing says, Aganza, second mortgage on the house approved. Let's get to shopping. That's a riot. I love it, Die Laughing. Wow. So Nisi Karen says, wow, they are really on this. Godly Granny on speed. Yes. Okay. Thank you, producer Ron. I'm telling you, we have the best producer. If you all only knew. So producer Ron, this is very important. Okay. So we have 243 reviews on the website. And I got an idea. I didn't like how it went the last time, where I said, okay, at this point, we'll every 10 we'll do, or whatever I said. I think I said, like, if we get to 250, or when we get to 250 reviews, we'll do a gift. And then, if we get to 275 or whatever I said. So I was like, I don't like that. So I'm writing this number down. So he says we're at 243 reviews. Now, here's the deal. I'm terrible about doing reviews. And so this is why I so appreciate when other people take the time, because I see the value in it. Now, producer Ron cracks me up, because he's always like, well, I was looking online and the reviews say about such and so. And I'm like, holy moly, this guy reads reviews. So I've gotten to where, that was about a year ago. So now I've gotten to where I read reviews, and I don't really leave reviews much. So I really appreciate the time that you all take to not only have bought the products and use the products, but now to try to help others, because through your testimonies and your reviews of what it's done for you, a product can help someone else. I had someone the other night tell me that the restless leg formula for the magnesium has changed her life, quote unquote. These are the kinds of emails and conversations and reviews that I'm reading. And so we're talking about people's pain levels and, restless leg. I mean, can you imagine? So neuropathy, neuroma, we are helping people across the board in all different kinds of ways with our Godly Granny products. And so if you've had a success story, we're just asking that you go to that product on the website, scroll down, and there is a place for you to be able to give us 5 stars, whatever your star rating is, and to write about what you've experienced and how it's helped you, so that those that come along and think, well, could this help me? And start reading through, they'll realize, yes, it could really help. And so this just helps us help other people. So this is what we're going to do today. For every 10th review, we're going to give away What are we going to give away? I hadn't even thought about it. For every 10th review, we'll give away a $25 Godly Granny gift card, and you'll get a 25% off coupon code. Producer Ron will help you with that. So you get a $25 gift card. I'm writing it down. So Godly Granny gift card. And then you get also the money gets spent at a 25% discount that we will discuss with you and arrange and everything, one-on-one. All right. So that's the whole show. So producer Ron will be monitoring that and will let me know the count on that. So if you're the 253rd, then you'll get that gift card. We'll announce it today during the show. So this is just live during the show. If we get to 263, you get one too. Whoever's the 263rd. You see what I'm saying? So every 10th one that gets left today on the reviews during the live show, you will be getting the $25 Godly Granny gift card and the 25% off. Okay. At the 25% off rate. Okay. So let's go on ahead and bring Eve in. We have so much to cover. So let's go on ahead and do that. Hi, Eve.
Hey, darling. How are you?
I am doing great.
Apologize. I have my little fluffy buds here today, and they're not used to hearing somebody else on the computer. So they'll get used to you in just a minute.
Okay, honey. So I know you've been hearing me talking, and we got all these different testimonials and different things. I want you to share that story you were sharing this morning.
I would love to. So I am 6. Hold on. Please stop. The devil doesn't like it when we get together, and he's made sure that there is some stray dog running the neighborhood. We're in a new home, the fence isn't up yet, and he doesn't want this to be heard. And I just don't care, because it's just this is how it's going to roll. So I'm 62. And I graduated with a degree in journalism, not for news, but for video production and writing. Went straight to work for CBS, where I met my lifelong best friend, who's a certified raw food nutritionist. Now, at the time, we thought film was in our future before we knew how bad the film industry was. And I see now how everything led to this. And what I mean by that is my dad's a preacher, my mom's a preacher, both grandparents. And so I was really steeped in scripture. And when he knew I was going to go to work doing advertising, because after the TV station, I taught advertising, then opened an ad agency. And I was frustrated with all the lies of advertising, and I just didn't want to participate in it. And my dad would say, remember, he belonged to, that's a very secular world. Well, I'm a writer, and so I was ghostwriting for people, but I had not written anything spiritual that I felt like I was supposed to write. So as time kept going, and I was a single parent, and it was just a lot, just raising 2 children alone. And I remember when I turned maybe 40 and 45 and 50 going, God, I want to do what you want me to do. What is it? What is it? Plug me in already. And you know what he said on my 50th birthday? He said, I can't plug you in. You're the outlet. I immediately knew what that meant, that people were going to plug in to receive. And I went, what are they receiving? Because I'm already doing all the writing. I'm doing the speaking. What are they going to receive? And Letitia, my best friend, who's a raw food nutritionist, goes, I know what it is. So she threw every wellness book, every broccoli book, every chia seed book. I took tests with her. I should have certifications just to learn, because she was all about, eating raw, and I was all about eating gravy. So, and she was all about, henna hair dye, and I was all about hair dye. So in the last 35 years, I've learned a lot. What I did not know is that a little bit later, God would bring my childhood sweetheart back into my life, and that we'd be at an age and a financial position to do a business together. And I said, honey, wouldn't a spa business be relaxing? Whoa. So I say all that to say this, it's never too late. And here's a story I heard this week. Everything's come full circle with Godly Granny. I've got other customers, but I don't have another one like this. And I don't have another Michelle. And I don't have another you who Michelle found so that you could find us. So let me tell you what I think is happening. So I heard a story about a man who had a heart after God, and he was God's friend, and he listened intently. He got quiet time with God. And he said, God, what do you want me to do? And he had a big, huge boulder in his front yard. God said, I want you to go push that boulder. I want you to go put your full weight behind it. I want you to really push that boulder. So he did. Of course, it was 10 times bigger than him. It didn't move. And, he worked at it and he sweat and the sun boiling down on him. And the next day he says, God, what are you going to do today? He goes, I want you to go push that boulder. So, okay, this goes on for like 6 months now. And somewhere around month 3 or 4, old Slewfoot comes in and goes, look at you. You get up every day and you toil into that hot sun and you push that granite. It ain't going nowhere. Why would God have you waste time pushing a stone that you couldn't possibly move? He went out and pushed the stone, didn't move. Next day, pushed the stone, didn't move. Till finally he was exasperated and he fell to his knees and he said, God, every day I have pushed the stone. I've done what you told me to do. And nothing has changed. Nothing. God said, get up, go in the house, stand in front of the mirror. So he did. He had muscles, and his strength was tenfold. And his stamina was undaunted, and he had weathered every storm. And he said, everything, son, has changed. You now have the grit, you now have the stamina, and you have the strength to do what you're called to do next. And he said, but I didn't do what you asked me to do. I didn't move the stone. And he said, I never asked you to move the stone. I just asked you to push against it. So when Michelle came down this week, I was tired. I was weary. We're very busy. It's a great blessing. And she just knew I needed to be prayed for a refreshing. And she kind of knows my schedule because she is my schedule. And she said, I'm going to pray that for every hour's worth of work you put in, that you get 4 hours worth of bounty back. Mental clarity and the ability and the strength to push against my stone. And I didn't know what my stone was till she prayed that prayer. And you know what my stone is? My stone is getting you healthy and getting the next generation healthy so that our pineal glands are not calcified and so that we're not breathing in toxins and putting toxins on our skin and washing our clothes in toxins and drinking toxic water and using toxic toothpaste. Because if we can get cleaned up and cleared out and back to our communicator, we're a stronger remnant to fight the battle we're really about to have to fight. And not only that, in her children's line, we're going to start children. We're going to start those precious children from the time
They're babies. We have baby stuff.
clean. They're going to be clean. And do you know what God can do with the kind of strength from pushing that rock? So a while ago, I talked to her, Michelle, a lot today, and he said, look around. And in the spirit, I looked around, and she was beside me, and there were 2 of us pushing that rock. And if you get on board and you clean up your home and you clean up your marriage and you clean up your children and you clean up your grandchildren and your coworkers and your clients, your vendors, we can make such a difference if we're a healthy remnant, right?
Yes,
I
that's
didn't
right.
mean to get on that soapbox, but that's what happened to me this week. How was your week?
Well, my week was great. Oh my goodness. And so much this week has been going on. And obviously, our viewers are getting ready to find out what we've been so busy working. And Eve is funny because what you guys don't realize is that literally before we do like a release, she's usually going, okay, I know that you're still working about and worrying about this release that's, we're doing the show tomorrow on kind of thing. And she's like, but we got to talk about the next release. And you're like, I just want to strangle somebody. So anyways, but she's always right on that. And so we get through the timing, but I just want you guys to get kind of when she told that about the pushing the rock story this morning that she had heard, I was just like, oh my gosh, how encouraging and how inspiring. And I wanted you guys to hear that as well as the start to today's show. I was just immediately new. All right. So let's see here. Pat Rourke says, hi. Happy Friday. I have to tell you something, and I'm not sure which product to attribute this to because I have a lot of different Godly Granny products. For years, I have had ridges in my nails. They are natural, no fake nails. I take very good care of myself. Anyway, since using Godly Granny, my nails are very smooth. I would put a review on the Godly Granny website, but I don't know which one to put it under. Thank you. I am thrilled. So what's going on?
More
What
than
would
likely
that be?
calcium and magnesium, because that's in a lot of the products, even if we don't talk about it being in the product. But I'm telling you, when you start feeding the body whole nutrition on a cellular level, your body knows what to do with that.
Wow, isn't that amazing? Okay, Tanya Jones, the one with the hubby who's got the hair growing in the spot that used to be bald, says it's still growing and he's using the other products as well. KS Renee says just purchased for my husband. Can't wait to see results. That's awesome, you guys. And so can you explain, we talked about it briefly last time, but can you explain why the charcoal activated
How in the world can a bar soap grow hair that didn't have hair in a long time? Like, how, if you love birds, how do you get to see a lot of birds? You don't go to the bird store. You make a bird bath, right? So you make the environment inducive for them to want to come in. So all we did is the activated charcoal pulls the toxins out that's gunking up the root ball and killing it so that it can't get any nourishment. And then the nourishment, the oils and all the vitamins are in the oils in that bar soap and the other products he's probably using, especially if he's using any of the Samson's vein, is going in and telling, it's like bringing dead bones back to life. When you clean out the root ball and you take all the gunk off the pore and it can breathe again and it can get blood again and it can get nutrition in the cell matrix again from the product itself, all you've done is given it a beautiful place to resprout instead of holding it up and cementing it down with product and sweat and topical toxins and bad foods. And you're giving your body less work pushing out toxins so it can actually go in and start healing some of its own mechanisms.
Okay.
I know that sounds like a lot for a bar soap, but I didn't say it. She did.
Okay, so one of the things I want to say is it does say detoxifying and moisturizing on the soap. The one that we have is an unscented. And one of the things that I was so surprised about is how much this lathers up. Now, yes, you're able to use this as a soap, as a shampoo. The thing, though, is it's going to matter about if you use products and stuff. And so, Eve, can you please talk about that for people? Because this isn't going to be for everybody necessarily as a shampoo. We're working on shampoo and conditioner for this very reason.
If you don't use a lot of hairspray, then this is perfect for you. Or if you're a man and you don't use hairspray at all, this is perfect for you. Mousse and all that is fine, but there's something about a hairspray bond on the sheath that doesn't really clarify and come off when using a shampoo bar or a bar of soap in your hair, and it might leave it a little gummy. But if you don't use a lot of product or you didn't put hairspray on that day, have at it. I just know I have cowlicks all over my head, so I have to like flatten them and spray. So I don't do really good with a bar soap as a shampoo, but my husband, that's all he uses, all he's been using. And a lot of women love it, and it does help to regrow hair. Just don't expect it overnight. Your root ball didn't start to atrophy overnight. It's not going to come back to life overnight.
Okay, so Tanya Jones, the one who has the husband who's been using this. My question for you, Tanya, since you're on the live and this is perfect. Tanya, does your husband use hair products, or does he just use has he just been using the activated charcoal bar soap? Or do you happen to know what else he puts on his hair, in this process this last few months that he's been doing this? So that was one of the questions that I was wondering. But I have to say, Eve, I've been blown away by how much that bar of soap lathers up.
Yeah, and usually I'll tell you if it lathers run. There's a few instances where that's not the case. Usually serious lather is SLS. That's not the same as DSLS. So if you see DSLS, that's not something to run from. But activated charcoal and goat's milk, which you and I talked about last night, which we're not doing yet, but we might come down the road. Activated charcoal and goat's milk make natural lather. So think of activated charcoal as a little bit like lava that it percolates and gets in there, and the lactic acid in goat milk does the same thing. So if you've heard me say beware of lather, it's not across the board. It's just almost across the board.
Okay, and then ours has the cocoa, mango, and the shea butters, of course, which we know that is very moisturizing.
And just so you know, those three oils combined have vitamins A through K and over 100 minerals and micronutrients in it.
Wow. And of course, we're using those 3 in many products that we've got
It's
coming
my
out.
favorite base and favorite humectants.
Okay. And so, Producer Ron, will you please look for Tanya's answer? We'll go through that later. We're going to go on ahead and get started because we have so many products and we could just talk about a million different things. I'm going to go on ahead and get this one as a quick win just out of the gate. So we had on the last show, I think it was, where some of our viewers were asking if we would make it to where you could purchase the lip scrubbers that we have, the Godly Granny heart-shaped lip scrubbers. It's been since we released them that you could get one free for every 2 lip products, and that's still the case. But if you want to purchase them, they're now on the website. They come in white, pink, green. It's like a minty green. It's really pretty. And then a pale blue. They're very pretty colors. The photos didn't even do it justice. The pink is a real pale pink. They're just beautiful colors. I promise you. And they say Godly Granny on them. So here's the deal. We put a 2-pack on there. We can't guarantee which colors you're going to get, but you can purchase a 2-pack for $1.99. So for each 2-pack. So you can buy as many as you want, but just know that, we don't have it for you to pick which colors. Okay. So you buy a 2-pack, and then the lady that packages all of our Godly Granny shipments will grab 2. They're individually wrapped. And so you'll have them also. So if they're a gift for somebody, just know that that's how they'll come in a plastic where they're individually wrapped. So just wanted you to be aware they are on the website. We told you we would do that was a great idea. If the demand was there, I was already going to do it, but I just wasn't sure if the demand was there. And so once people started asking, we realized then that, okay, the demand is there. Eve, also, we have been getting quite a few people that have asked that the First Fruits Lemon Balm, the face and body balm, it is such a huge hit. And so the lemon, and then we've released the orange and the lime. So we did talk about this while I was at the factory with her this week at the Godly Granny factory on Wednesday, my road trip, my field trip. And so we are going to move forward with doing the larger tub of the balm. It's not being released today, but just know that I've heard you and it will happen. Okay. So I wanted you to be aware of that. And then we're going to start out today with the new products. We're going to talk about the clarifying acne line. This has been something, let's say you have grandkids. This is a big deal.
And so you have stress and adult acne.
Yes. And so this is a big deal. Oh, by the way, too, I just want to say the First Fruits. Okay, we'll come back to the First Fruits in a second. We'll move on. So the acne line. So let's talk about the acne line. There's so much with it. This is also going to be a bundle. Actually, not going to be. It is a bundle. So it's already on the website. I've already got all the pricing and everything. Now, I want to remind you and make sure that you realize we released bundles. I took this photo. Now, I will say I used this line last night. And I've been using it so you can tell. I didn't know I was going to take another photo, so you can tell that the face wash was used. And so it's a little bit low, but it's fine. It's not going to be that low when you get it. But anyways, but it looks gorgeous. So we've got a lot here that we're going to go through. The first thing is, Eve, we're going to talk about the Clarifying Acne Face and Body Wash with the MSM and vitamin B5. Will you please talk about this and explain why MSM and vitamin B5 were so important to include in our ingredient deck on this?
I'd love to. First of all, I got to tell you something funny. So I have 2 teenage grandsons who are in the throes of needing this product, and they call it Zit Happens. So refer to it like that. It's a family joke, so forgive me. Because clean skin shouldn't come at the cost of calm skin. Your skin deserves better than harsh soaps, fake fragrances, and foaming drama queens. This powerhouse plant-based wash is the total package, clarifying enough for breakouts, calming enough for skin conditions, and gentle enough to use every day from forehead to feet. It's non-stripping, pH balanced, empowered by botanical oils, turned into soap the right way via potassium salt conversion, not harsh detergents. Bottom line, this cleanser clears the grime without firing up the flare-ups. Now let's talk about, can people with eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, and sensitive skin use this? Absolutely. Anybody can use this. It's for people with face and body acne because you can use this over your whole body. It's for eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, combination or oily skin, sensitive, reactive skin, traditional skin, T-zone, whatever you got. This is going to clean it up. So here are the key benefits. Now, if you wonder why I'm having to refer to this, I told you I was 62. We have a lot of products. And so I don't want to get something mixed up and tell you wrong. So the key benefits, it clears clogged pores and removes buildup. It soothes inflammation, which is a big cause of acne. It kills the bacteria that causes acne. It helps with irritation and redness, gently balances oil production. It's non-comedogenic. That means it won't clog pores. It's non-drying, and it supports the skin's natural barrier and biome and the strength of the skin mantle. And it calms both active breakouts and angry skin conditions. Now let's talk about the ingredients, why they work singularly and synergistically together. So it's got organic coconut, sunflower, and castor oil. So don't come at me that coconut will clog your pores, because it will not. We talked about that the last time, how the palm industry started that rumor, and then the coconut industry fired back with you're destroying the rainforest. Neither one are true. Next of all, sunflower oil. Ours is virgin first press. It's not the bad seed oils that you're hearing about. And castor oil, which is probably my favorite oil, which is in potassium salts. So these oils are saponified into gentle cleansers that remove dirt, bacteria, sweat, makeup, toxins, environmental hazards, whatever you got going on, while moisturizing and protecting sensitive skin. Then we folded in witch hazel and lavender hydrosol. What's lavender hydrosol? Lavender hydrosol, when you're making actual lavender essential oil and it's being distilled, the water that drips off of that is very, very potent, and it's called hydrosol. So that's what that is. It's not a chemical term. That tones, calms, clarifies without drying, helps stop transdermal moisture loss, and tightens pores so that bacteria can't get back into it. That's a big deal. It's also got white willow bark, which is natural salicylic acid, and that gently exfoliates and helps dissolve the buildup inside pores, very similar to what the activated charcoal is doing to regrow hair. But you're not going to be growing hair out of it. You're just not going to be growing zits. Zits happen, right? And then we've got aloe vera, which is deeply hydrates and calms inflammation. And that also is a humectant. And a humectant is anything that pulls things deeply inside the skin, because you got 7 layers. We want to clean every one of those, right? And then it seals that moisture there. Then we've got juniper, rosemary, and cayenne extracts. Yes, I went there. Now, it's not going to burn. It's not going to smell weird. This supports circulation, which is blood flow directly under the skin, opening up the blood vessels so that much needed oxygen can come in and heal anything you've got going on. It detoxifies, and it calms inflammation at the source. And the inflammation and the bacteria combined is what causes the outbreaks and the whiteheads and the blackheads. Then we added MSM, which is what you get at the health food store when you've got inflammation, vitamin C, and vitamin B5. This strengthens, brightens, soothes, and fortifies the skin barrier. Then we put in clove essential oil, and it's very light. It's just got a tiny bit of a scent to it. That's a very strong natural antibacterial that purifies and revitalizes skin tone. And then we put in guar gum, which gives it a little bit of a silky lather without compromising any. It's not going to be like bubbly lather. It's going to be like a silken lather. So how do you use it? You apply a few pumps to damp skin, massage gently in circular motions, whether it's your face or your body, rinse thoroughly, use morning and night. Now, what does it feel like? It feels silky, a little sudsy, cleanse with a hug built in. It smells like a little bit of lavender and botanical clarity with a touch of herbal spice, and it works like a resetting button for skin that needs kindness and a little kick.
Oh my goodness. And the thing about it, we've talked about this before.
Nobody puts the kitchen sink like that in a cleanser.
By the way, it smells good.
It does.
It smells really good. Used the entire line last night. Everything you said, I found to be true. I have extremely sensitive skin. I've really never used a skincare regimen until we came out with the blue-green algae. I used the entire regimen last night, the entire regimen that's in the photo that's online.
Oh, wow.
And that we were showing. I used the entire thing last night. And I have to tell you, I usually don't use skincare lines because in all of my years, because I have found them to clog my pores, feel heavy. I always called it feeling heavy, the creams, all that. I don't like that stuff. I usually get very red. It just doesn't work well with me. And so the blue green algae skincare line that we've had has not done any of that. I've told you guys, I've been raving about it. And I thought, okay, especially the wash and the toner, I've actually, for the blue green line, blue green algae, I've just absolutely loved. And guess what? This is just as wonderful. And so I tested it.
Very different.
Yeah. You can tell I'm not, I'm not broke out. I'm not inflamed. My skin can get very red very easily. I'm very fair complected.
And if you did, you use something that set you off, and we need to remember to talk about that. And this cleared it right up, didn't it?
Yep. And so, yeah, the spot treatment. So this is going to come with a spot treatment as well. We're going to talk about it toward the end. And I'd had 2 spots that had come up on my skin because I've just had something. I told Eve, I said, I don't know what I've had, but it came up during vacation. And so I put it on the 2 spots, the spot treatment I did after doing the entire skincare line, which includes the spot treatment. And I woke up this morning and both were considerably better, almost gone overnight. It's amazing. And so, hadn't gotten anywhere with it in a week. And now all of a sudden overnight of doing this regimen and doing that. And so I was amazed this morning. Okay. So that's the first thing, is the face and body wash. That's the other thing too, is the whole line is clarifying acne. We've been saying it's coming, and today's the day, and you're going to see it has a ton of stuff with it. And so this is also part of a bundle, or you can do this on the website. You can purchase it individual items. You don't have to buy the whole bundle, but be aware that if you purchase the whole bundle, you get a 5% discount. Now, also we're doing our 15%. You know how a lot of times, well, so far it's been every time, just don't count on this. But so far, every time we release new products, we always do a 15% discount. And we're doing that again this time. So if you use Michelle 15, Granny 15, any of the discount 15s that we have that you might hear about from someone else with our affiliates, then you can use those to get 15% off your entire order. Okay. And that's going to be through Monday, which is this coming Monday, May the 5th. And it's going to be good until 11:59 p.m. Producer Ron doesn't say p.m. And so it's 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay. All right. So the next product that is in the photo that you saw has 3 different versions to it. So when you go to buy this, if you buy the whole bundle to get the 5% off, plus if you use the 15 coupon code, you get a total of 20% off. I'm really trying to help you here. And so isn't this a gorgeous, I took that photo, isn't that gorgeous? And so now you see the wash that we just covered. So that's the far left. The next one is a tower of 3 different products. They're really the same, but a little bit different. So they're all the clarifying acne face and body scrub, but there's 3 versions to the scrub. There's the unscented, the eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, sensitive skin, and then the tea tree. If you like tea tree, this smells amazing. Okay, so Eve, there's a photo that shows you all 3. So Eve, help us, honey. Tell us about this face and body scrub.
So this is for breakouts from forehead to full body freakouts, but very, very gentle. Your skin's been begging for this moment. This scrub is the sweet spot between soft enough for your face and strong enough for your shoulders, chest, back, arms, wherever pimples dare to show up uninvited. With activated charcoal, exfoliating sugar, nourishing organic shea butter, and apple cider vinegar, this gentle yet mighty scrub clears dead skin, balances oil, and restores calm without wrecking any part of the skin mantle. So it clarifies skin without causing chaos. It's designed for every skin type and every age, from teenage acne to hormonal acne to pregnancy acne, which is safe for pregnant and lactating women. It's good for older people with adult acne, and no matter what type of acne kind that you have. And it's also great for eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, keratosis pilaris. It's wonderful for that. And remember, it's head to toe if you've got bumps on your arms or your legs. It's also for reactive, sensitive skin. So what does it do? It exfoliates gently without any micro tears, because we don't want germs getting in, or bacteria that might not have been cleansed off getting into it. Oh, it's also in a soft soap base. So what does that mean? It means when you get in, you put it on wet skin, you scrub and you rinse it off, you have exfoliated, you have cleansed, and you have moisturized. A one and done, quick and done, which I love. It also balances oil and clears clogged pores. It soothes redness and supports the skin barrier. It helps fade bumps, flakes and rough patches. It helps pull out blackheads and whiteheads, and it leaves skin hydrated, clarified, and soft. Why is that important? Because most people with oily skin or partially oily zones think that they can't use a moisturizer. It's not true. You need a moisturizer as much as anybody else, or you're just going to be an acneic person with wrinkles. So we know how to moisturize without upsetting the oil balance by replacing and mirroring the bad sebum, the too much oil, with one that is just like your skin, but it's the good kind. It's the kind that can be cleared out instead of clogging those pores that we talked about earlier. So let's talk about what's in it. So it's got sugar, which exfoliates naturally with zero irritation. It's got activated charcoal, which binds to everything. So if you hadn't had your tonsils out after this, you might. So it binds to gunk, oil, and toxins to draw them out. It's got apple cider vinegar that balances pH and helps kill bacteria gently. It's got shea butter and glycerin, which restores hydration and softness. And remember, shea butter's got all those vitamins and minerals in it. It's just naturally occurring in shea butter. It's got gentle cleansing agents that are non-stripping, that cleanse with grace. I love that. And then it's got Nipagard SCE as to give it shelf life. We have to give you a year shelf life, but that is the cleanest one you can buy. The FDA considers that organic, although y'all know how I feel about the FDA in general and anything being organic specifically. But this is made from coconuts, so you know that it's okay. How to use it. Apply it to wet skin and massage gently in circular motions. Rinse thoroughly. Safe enough to use every day, but you're probably going to only need to use it, 2-3 times a week. But if you've got a specifically oily zone, then use it there as much as you want to. So it feels like, were you going to open one and show the texture? And it's okay if you don't.
I did while you were reading it.
So it's very creamy. It's very thick. You apply, it feels like smooth sugar silk with a little bit of detox grit. It's blessedly scent-free unless you choose the tea tree option. And it works like a calm, clarifying warrior for compromised skin. Now, if you get the kind with tea tree essential oil, and that's the one you want to get if you can.
That's the one I keep smelling. It smells so good.
So this is it just gives you a deeper dive into pulling toxins out of the skin. This is extremely beneficial for people with keratosis pilaris. Still safe for any type of anything you could possibly have going on, from acne, psoriasis. I know I keep saying those things, but any kind of dermatological issue whatsoever. It's the same form as we just had, but we added pure tea tree essential oil. That's antibacterial, antifungal. It targets breakouts and bumps while helping to calm itching and inflammation, which can come not only when you're having an outbreak, but especially during the healing of an outbreak. And then, of course, gentle surfactants. It's really an herbal wake. If you've never smelled tea tree, if you smell tea tree alone, the first time it can be a bit of a woo. I wasn't expecting that. That just smells like the woods. But in this with sugar, it is so, so pleasant. Isn't it, Michelle?
Yes. Okay. Now help. I know some people will probably ask about the sugar. And I had a viewer who said, why don't you use salt? And we discussed this while I was at the factory the other day. There's a little bit
of salt in it, but very little. But let me tell you why. Yeah. When we first got into this, I was like, I want to make a salt scrub. I had just shaved my legs and I used salt scrub. And trust me, I was not spouting the Beatitudes when that happened, because it stings. It stings so much. And I was like, but I want the minerals in salt. But you can do that in other ingredients and get the same exact benefits, but without the sting. It's just a beautiful relationship.
What kind of sugar is in this?
That particular one, I think you've got white sugar in that one. You may have a little bit of demerara in there. I'm sorry, I don't have the ingredient deck in front of me. We've got so many scrubs, but I know that it doesn't really feel like a scrub. It's really fluffy.
It is.
What I love about it, you would think after using a scrub that you would be, I don't know, tight and itch. Not at all. No. You feel like you've put lotion on because it's full. It's chock full. It's got 30% shea butter in it. That's a lot. That's a lot in a butter, much less a scrub.
Yeah. And look, you can tell how thick it is. I can turn this sideways. And it's not moving.
For those of you that are new, 80% of what goes on the skin goes in the skin. 60% gets in the bloodstream. So you better know your product, better know your product maker. And I was going to say something about, everything is concentrated. You don't have to believe me. You'll see it's so thick. And when your skin is wet and your pores are the most open and receptive because your body's warm, it'll just it'll just sink in. It really will sink in like silk. And when you wash it off, you'll feel the cleanest you've ever felt, next to baptism, kind of bad. And you'll just be silky. You won't have to put on any moisturizer afterward because it's in the scrub.
It's great. It really is. All right. The next one.
It goes a long way. So don't.
It does.
Out a big old spoonful.
Yeah. And by the way, just so everybody knows, I had made a decision, and even I talked about this early on, all scrubs, except for the avocado. But if it's a face and a body scrub, because the avocado is really just a facial one for the most part, it's a gentle facial one. But almost all scrubs will be in an 8 ounce because we want this to last. Not only is it concentrated, but we don't have fillers in this stuff either. And so any of our products. And so, everything has a purpose.
Right.
So
everything
this
available, everything is active. We don't believe in inactive. I don't even understand why you'd have an inactive ingredient in anything except, to take
dilution,
to make money and dilute
right?
it.
Yeah. And for money. Yeah. Okay. So clarifying acne, this is the face and body clay mask. So do you do the scrub and then the mask?
To be honest, the face wash comes first. The scrub and the mask, you can do either or
Okay.
the order is irrelevant because they're going to both leave you completely like spit shine, Sunday morning, dinner on the ground, preacher's coming over after for a nap, clean.
Okay. I love this though. And so it's naturally unscented. And so let's talk about what is in this. So it's the clarifying acne face and body clay mask. I was really excited about having a mask with this. So
when I talk about bottom line, I'm talking about your bum. So I'm not trying to, you're talking a while ago about people trying to put filler in to make more money. And the reason I want to talk about the bone with this mask is I want you to remember that every one of our masks are for any part of the body. There's a lot of people, with adult acne, or a lot of kinds of acne. And I won't say who, but I know somebody whose acne sprouts where they sit. And this is the most effective thing because where you sit, you have toxins coming through your clothing. You've got toxins coming through the fabric of the chair or whatever you're doing. You've got the sweat. You've got the pressure, your skin pressure points. And this does an amazing job for body acne. So I want you to remember, this isn't just for your face. Men love this, especially men who work with their, I won't, sorry, that just popped up. I couldn't help it. That was like seeing your ex pop up in here. You're like, whoa, what are they doing here? I lost my train of thought. But men specifically love it. Like we sell a lot of the scrub and the mask and the things like that to people who work like with oil, like working on their cars and they can't ever feel clean and they get dry from using goop and all those other really industrial strength, God only knows what's in them, cancer-causing hazards. They love this stuff. And a lot of times when you work in a restaurant environment, a medical environment, a stressful environment, you get acne in other places. So I just want to make sure that this is not just for the face. So let me tell you a little bit about this mask because flawless happens after real life does, right? Life gets messy, skin gets loud, but this just isn't a face mask. It's your botanical peace treaty. Whether you're stress sweating through deadlines, breaking out from hormonal drama, or reliving your teenage years in high def, zits happen, but healing happens too. So this is a clarifying mask for acne-prone skin that will smooth, soothe, and reset. And let me define reset. This isn't some maybe it'll help gimmick. It's an unapologetically active, skin-loving mask formulated with high-performance clays, soothing botanicals, gentle natural acids, and clear skin legends like white willow bark, tamanu oil, MSM, CoQ10 in a mask, CoQ10, and prebiotics, which you're going to be hearing a lot more about. It doesn't just calm acne, it clarifies the confusion. So the benefits at a glance, it clears blemishes and shrinks congested skin. And yes, your skin can get congested just like your sinuses can. It exfoliates and detoxifies. It nourishes while fighting inflammation, too, balances oil production, reduces redness and improves tone, and strengthens the skin's barrier and microbiome. Now you might say, Eve, that sounds an awful lot like the scrub. Why do I need them both? Because they do it differently. They do it completely differently with a completely different set of ingredients. So what works best for me may not work as good for Michelle or for you. So you might want to try them both, especially at this introductory price, which I can't even fathom.
The bundle.
It's amazing. But anyway, beside the point, we want to approach everything from every angle. So I've had people say, why don't you put it all in one jar? I would love to. I'm not trying to sell you 2 products. I just want a repeat customer that I'm helping. So what I need to explain to you is when you're feeding the skin whole foods, it has to have a certain percentage of each one of those ingredients to work singularly and synergistically together. So I can't get enough of all of them in one bottle or one jar. It's why I give you a serum and a cream. It's why you got a scrub and a mask.
Yes, that's right. All right. The next thing is the clarifying
Wait a minute.
acne.
Do we want to just very quickly go over the ingredients?
Yes, do that, please.
Got on my bandstand again. So it's got kaolin and bentonite clay, aloe vera, willow bark extract, which is natural salicylic acid, which if you've ever had a facial, that's what they were putting on you. The white willow bark is to keep everything calm. It's got tamanu oil, which is the golden child for acne recovery. MSM, vitamin C, CoQ10, licorice root extract that helps fade dark spots and discoloration caused by acne and acne scarring. And the CoQ10 strengthens cellular repair and protects against stress and aging. It's got cayenne and clove bud oil, which increase circulation and oxygenation. It's got prebiotics, squalene from coconut oil, rose hip, and peptides in a mask. Now, what is it? Who's it for? Everybody. It's also got alpha hydroxy fruit acids. And I always say alpha hydroxy acid because everybody that works with it calls it AHA. I always say, oh, that was my aha moment. So it's perfect for breakouts, oily congested skin, acne, postpartum, stressed adults, post-workout clogged pores, hormonal flare-ups, PMS skin chaos, which also is now menopause chaos, and anyone looking to clear and nourish. Apply a thin layer to clean, dry skin. Let sit 10 to 15 minutes. Don't over dry or cackle. Rinse with warm water. Use 2 to 3 times a week or as needed, and follow with a lightweight moisturizer or serum. It feels like a creamy clay blessing. It smells like herbal clarity with a wink of citrus, and it works like a botanical exorcism for acne.
Okay, Eve, I got to ask you something. Could I, before I get in the bathtub, I'm a bath taker, okay? So could I pull my hair back, wash my face with the wash, and then put this on, let it dry for 10 to 15 minutes, then get in the bathtub and rinse it all off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. That's what I was kind of wanting to do, or how I thought I could use it. Same situation with the face and body scrub as far as facing face, because this needs to dry, right? This scrub felt
just
like
not a lot. No, just it's leave it on for a minute, or if you're putting conditioner in your hair, 2 minutes, and then just rinse it off.
Yeah, because I did put it on damp skin while I was in the tub last night and scrub lightly. I wanted to stress, we do not need to be, pounding any kind of anything into our face. Anyways, because you need, it's gentle. A little bit goes a long way, and gentle. When you're doing these, even the gentle was the key word in the avocado scrub. We actually, we went through a lot of trouble to add the word gentle, because I decided I wanted to add that word at the very end, and everything had already gone to marketplace. And so we had to redo labels and everything, because I wanted the word gentle in there, because I felt like it was so important. And that scrub is so effective as well. And so it's the same thing with these, and so this is what I did, what you were talking about earlier, is on wet skin. And so it's just a little wet while I was sitting in the tub, and it felt so good. And so loved it. All right. The next one is the toner. I got to tell you, I love toner. I didn't know how much I love toner till the blue green algae toner came out. And also our Samson's Mane, we use you can put spray that too. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love toner. And it was, again, I didn't really use skincare products, which is a miracle that my
skincare products, you don't have to change that.
Yeah. And so I've been using these products because they're so clean. I never really would find a product or a skincare line that didn't aggravate my face. And so the blue green algae, which is for mature skin and for sensitive skin. So I thought, okay, I'm going to use this. And I've been using it every night. I absolutely love it. So to do all of this, just to trying the clarifying acne line and doing all of this with it was just a real step, but this is the whole point. It's got to be effective and clean and we are putting these formulas together and talking through these like crazy to get here. And so it's so exciting to have this today. All right, let's talk about the clarifying acne, and we try to make sure it's clear where you can put it. So this is face and scalp
Every
toner.
one of our toners are head to toe. And you'll be, because there are a lot of people that have very oily hair, a very oily scalp. There are even people who have breakouts in their scalp. This won't hurt your hair at all. It's going to help your entire body. So, because even acne-prone skin deserves to feel seen, soothed, and sanctified, this isn't just a splash and go situation. This is a daily detox that your skin's been praying for. Gentle, plant-powered, and backed by breakout-busting, inflammation-calming ingredients designed to sweep away any leftover residue, rebalance your skin's pH, and prep your pores for whatever's coming next. This toner doesn't strip or sting or clog. It supports, and it's safe for every type of skin, every type of age. It helps clear pores and remove leftover buildup, fades redness, bumps, and inflammation, tightens pores afterwards so that the acne-causing bacteria can't get back in, rebalances oil without drying, exfoliates with salicylic acid from gentle white willow bark, hydrates, tones, and preps skin for treatment serums, moisturizers, or as in your case, the spot treatment, calms reactive, stressed, or inflamed skin. I'm just go quickly down the ingredients. You've got witch hazel, a beautiful astringent without being aggressive, the lavender hydrosol, which is the leftover from making the lavender essential oil, the calming white willow bark extract, the cayenne and clove extracts, the juniper fruit extract, which detoxes and tones while delivering much needed antioxidants, MSM to go straight to the inflammation, and vitamin C and B5 to support skin structure, brighten dark spots, strengthen the barrier, improve tone and texture and the look of acne-caused scars. And then it's got a gentle sugar-based cleanser that adds skin-safe cleansing in a powerful toner format. Now, if you didn't hear my quick toner story about 10 years ago, I was on national TV with somebody, and the lady came in to do my makeup, and she got this pink colored toner, and I was like, "What is that?" And she's like, "It's toner." I'm like, "I don't use toner." She's like, "I know you don't." And I'm like, "Okay," but I didn't want to spray anything pink on me because I didn't think it was natural, and that particular one wasn't. But before I could do anything, she had sprayed me, and there was this huge mirror, right? This close-up mirror. So, and I was not ready for my close-up, but I watched my pores slam shut, just close, so that she could put makeup on a smooth can. It blew my mind. So we decided to make them all natural, and we decided to also make them to fortify hair and scalp. You can spray these on your feet, and you actually should, because remember, your feet have the largest pores, suck everything up into the body. You can spray it in your belly button because there's 72,000 blood vessels directly around the belly button. You want this to get in every cell. And you say, "Are you telling me I'm supposed to spray a beauty toner on my feet and belly button and behind your neck?" Because as long as it's in your body and you're not taking it orally, so it's got to go through the digestive system and it's absorbing, it's going to go where it needs to go.
There you go.
They can fight acne through their gut, through their belly button, and through their feet, in addition to anywhere else it might be.
Do y'all hear this? Okay. This is good stuff. Good tips. Okay. The next one is the Clarifying Acne Face and Body Serum. It has all different kinds of stuff in it too. I really like these serums, by the way, as well.
Good. They feel so good.
Everything smells great, by the way. Everything we have.
And all of these are just naturally scented, with the exception of the tea tree, which smells like tea tree and sugar, which surprisingly smells really good. So the Clarifying Acne Serum is your skin's gentle but firm accountability partner. It's not serum, it's strategy. It's a plant-powered, skin recalibrating, inflammation quelling serum that doesn't just treat acne, it rewrites your skin's response to it. With a botanical lineup that reads like a roll call of ancient healing wisdom, this ultra-calming formula treats breakouts while nurturing You guessed it, eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, keratosis pilaris, and barrier damaged skin. So it's perfect for everybody who wants real results without the war, right? It clears congestion without harshness, soothes inflammation, itchiness, and redness, speeds up healing, reduces scarring, supports the microbiome and barrier repair, which is a big deal, brightens and evens skin tone, and nourishes while purifying with zero sting and zero greasy residue. Let's look at these powerhouse ingredients. Jojoba oil, that mimics the natural sebum that I said we replace the bad oil with a good oil. Aloe vera cools, calms, and hydrates even the angriest breakouts. And then it's got some things that you can only find if you are a real tree hugger. So it's amyris, copaiba balsam, sandalwood oils. Those are powerhouse resin and wood oils that are, they're a quartet that target inflammation, fight bacteria, and bring deep calm to overstimulated skin. There's lemon balm, which you may also know as melissa leaf, geranium, and lavender essential oils. Doesn't that just sound good? It soothes your nerves and your skins, reduces irritation, supports skin repair with balancing aromatherapeutic notes. Then we threw in for calming organic oat, turmeric, echinacea, golden seal, comfrey, dandelion, go-to cola, horsetail, sage, thyme, and wild geranium. And while I could spend an hour on each one of those, producer Rana's going to tell her that they're not going to be allowed that much airtime. So you're just going to have to trust me that that's amazing. Propolis, one of the things your skin needs more than anything. That's a bee-powered antibacterial and anti-redness ingredient that helps rebuild brutally damaged and dry and dehydrated skin. Licorice root, we've heard that before. It brightens post-acne marks and scars and reduces redness gently. How do I use it? So concentrated, simple. Wet your face or your décolleté or the back of your hands. I'll use the stuff on the back of the hands because that's the first place aging shows up for most people. So you just apply 2 to 3 drops. That's all you need to clean, toned skin and press in. Don't rub, press in. Always uplifting. So press into face, neck, or problem areas. Use morning and night. Follow with the clarifying cream that we're about to discuss. What it feels like silk on skin. It smells like clean herbs with a soft woodsy finish and works like the breakout whisperer with a PhD in ancient plant medicine.
All right. That's amazing. The next one is, of course, our clarifying acne moisturizing cream. And it has the vitamin E and MSM in this as well. And so will you go over this, please, Eve?
Yes. So this is the clarifying acne moisturizing cream. Remember, I told you just because you have oily skin or partially oily skin or acne or whiteheads or black, whatever prone to, you still got to moisturize to fight wrinkles and offset, photosensitivity and aging too early, those types of things. So this is the lock it in layer, the calm the crazy cream, the bless your skin and go live your life moisturizer that delivers hydration, healing, and balance without clogging a single pore. You've got an elite ingredient cast here, and you better believe I'm about to give you the red carpet rollout because hydration should heal, not harm. This isn't just the final skincare step before the spot treatment. It's your skin's exhale moment. Thoughtfully crafted for acne-prone, sensitive, and affected skin, we see you, rosacea, eczema, and psoriasis warriors. This luxurious non-greasy cream locks in moisture while laying down an army of new anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and restorative botanicals. No breakouts, no residue, no rebound oil, just hydrated, calm, clarified skin that can finally breathe. Good for every skin, good for every age, moisturizes without clogging, calms all kinds of irritation, inflammation, and heat, supports skin regeneration and barrier repair, fades post-acne marks and scars, reduces redness and evens tone, and feels rich but absorbs very, very quickly with no greasy layer ever. Heroic ingredient powerhouse. Remember, I told you I had to have a certain amount in each jar. So you've got jojoba oil, aloe vera, amyris, copaiba, sandalwood, lemon balm, lavender, geranium, oat extract, licorice root, turmeric, echinacea, golden seal, propolis, sage, comfrey, thyme, gotu kola, horsetail, dandelion, wild geranium. A lot of the similar ingredients is the serum, but together the serum lays the foundation with a deep enough humectant to pull all the cream into the skin. Okay, so the cream will go deeper than the serum. The serum is going to be pulling it in and sealing, like shutting the door behind it. And the two together give your skin enough to clear it up very, very quickly. Now, here's the thing. If you use this when you're not broken out, your breakouts will get fewer and farther between, unless you just, you live in a chocolate factory and you can't abstain.
All right. The thing that stands out to me about this, Eve, is it's like just the word that comes to mind is silky. It just comes on so silky. It's amazing. And so I love it. Love it. Absolutely love it.
That's the difference in our products or your products and other products, because we don't put wax in these. I understand why other companies do. And we have one product that requires a little wax, but we even use a very specific natural wax because they put wax in it so that when it's shipped in the heat, it won't melt. But all these products, if they melt in shipment, you just put them in the refrigerator and they come right back, stir them right back to life, which is beautiful. But when you put a whole bunch of wax in something to stop that from happening, all the ingredients sit on top of the skin. They don't benefit you, and the humectants can't draw them in because the wax molecules are so big, it blocks everything. And generally, you end up worse off than you started. And most people don't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that goes back to what we were talking about yesterday morning when I told you that I'd used what was supposed to be a healthy tanner, like spray mist tanner. And I said, it is inflaming my skin. I don't understand what's going on. You were like, oh, I know what's in it. And then you tell me, and I
know what kind it was. I said, there's DHT in it.
Yeah. I flip it over, but here, and I took a picture. Now here's the thing. So there's so much of this stuff. And what blew my mind is she's telling me, oh, there's this in it and blah, blah, blah. This why you don't want that and blah, blah. And sure enough, clear as day. And so I read to her what the back of the bottle says. And she's like, you got to be kidding me. And then when she explains to me what it actually is and what it's made from, which is disgusting, this stuff, that's the point. It's like there's stuff that people are putting and then they slant it or word things like it's so great for us. And it's not. It is false advertising. And then when you find out what it's made from, which is what Eve did, when we next month, we'll get into the details because I've kept the bottle and we're going to show you exactly.
I didn't know the brand and I had never seen the ingredient deck. And I said, I guarantee you it's full of DHT.
Yeah. And so when I flipped that bottle around, it sure enough, but it made it out like this was a great thing. But when you find out what it's made from, there's no way. It was crazy stuff. So anyways, okay, we're going to keep going because we're getting terrible timing on this. So, okay. So we've got clarifying acne spot treatment as well. So talk about this spot treatment.
This is the pimple destroyer because some blemishes need a gentle nudge and others need to be rebuked. Amen. So this is your just-in-time breakout bouncer, your overnight miracle in a bottle, your zit you shall not pass. Formulated with acne-fighting heavyweights like colloidal silver, white willow bark, witch hazel, aloe, and clove, this targeted spot treatment goes in for the kill without drying, burning, or bullying your skin barrier. Whether it's a hormonal surprise, a stress spike, or that one renegade pimple plotting world domination on your chin, this is your go-to. And again, this is for active breakouts, deep, painful pimples, surface whiteheads, congested blackheads, post-picking stress, acne-prone skin with eczema, psoriasis, any kind of sensitivity. Wonderful for people with keratosis pilaris. It's head to toe. Again, this can go on your bum. It can go on your head. It can go on your scalp. It can go anywhere that you have issues, but it's specially formulated for the forehead, chin, jawline, shoulders, chest, and back. So what does it do? It eliminates bacteria on contact. That's what the colloidal silver is for. And it's not all the bad stuff you hear about colloidal silver is not. That's a whole nother story when you get into colloidal silver is fine if you don't drink a bottle every day. So it also calms inflammation and reduces swelling. It soothes the skin while speeding up healing, shrinks the lifespan of even the most dramatic pimple. It won't dry out or peel your skin, so you got zero crusty side effects. And here's the key ingredients that go to war for you. Witch hazel, natural salicylic acid, colloidal silver, aloe vera, clove, horsetail, dandelion, wild geranium. After cleansing, apply a small dab directly to the breakout and let it dry. Use morning and night as often as needed. Do not rinse. Leave it on there. It can be layered under moisturizer or worn under makeup. It's okay if you spread it around if you're putting makeup on. It feels like a cool, fast-drying gel. It smells like clean, earthy determination with a kick of clove, and it works like a pimple's worst nightmare in your skin's overnight backup. And is it fast? If you got a wedding or a rehearsal to go to or a high school reunion, grab you some. Oh, it's fast.
Okay, and it's a great price too, by the way, even individually. Okay, so I couldn't believe the price because it was that great. Now, also, we always say that you need the Noni Plus dry oil. And so this is head to toe. It's nourishing. You can put it in your hair. You can put it on cuticles. We've talked about this, but this is also, I am very passionate about using an oil also on your face. And so this is included in the bundle. And so I've got a couple of
a different color than the others is because this goes with everything that's ever going to come out. If you've never used a dry oil, it is exactly what it sounds like, and you don't know what you're missing. It reminds, if I could jump in a swimming, and when I'm having a hot flash, I think about jumping in a pool of Jell-O. So this is not oily like you think of oily, and your skin will literally gobble it down like dessert, and it's amazing.
I love it.
For your cuticles on the bottoms of your feet.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, so what you're looking at right here, obviously, when you see right next to the wash, we have the face and body scrub. There's a tower of 3. And so in the photo, when you go to check out, you'll pick which one you want. Do you want the unscented? Do you want the one with the eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, sensitive skin blend? Or do you want the tea tree? And so we've covered each of those. Eve has gone into those in great detail. So when you go to pick out, the system will actually have you pick which of those 3 scrubs do you want. So you'll pick one of the scrubs, and then, of course, the clay mask and so on and so forth. And it includes the Noni Plus dry oil and the spot treatment. So the total came to $223.60, and we gave you an $11.18 bundle price, 5% discount, which the website will show you this, and it will give you it'll bring your price to $212.42. That's before any kind of coupon code. And of course, we told you that we're doing 5 or 15% on your entire order today through Monday night at 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that's going to end up being 20% discount on the entire bundle. That's a fantastic bargain. But I do want you to know that the bundle, I'm not planning to take it down. So it's indefinitely going to be on the website. You just won't get the extra 15% necessarily, but you got the 5% discount on bundles. Any bundles we do gives you a 5% discount. And so before you even go to checkout. So just wanted you to know that. The website does show you what the full price is, but we covered that as well. All right. So the next thing, Eve, I want to ask you a question. So when you do the moisturizer, and let's say you're planning on using the spot corrector and the oil. Mm-hmm. So do you do the Noni Plus face oil, the head to toe dry oil? Do you do that on your face and then put the spot treatment?
After, but no, you do it after you put on the spot treatment, and you just go around where the spot treatment was. You don't go on top of it because you want to let it dry and sink into the skin. So let's say that you had one right here and one right here. So you put the oil everywhere but there, and you just skip that little spot.
Okay, got it. And you've put the spot treatment on it already, and then do the oil around.
The reason you want to do that is while it's drying up the root of that pimple or black, whatever it is, the oil is still going to drip down after it's fully dry. So it's suffocating and performing CPR at the same time, if that makes sense.
Okay, so you want to put that spot treatment on before you put the dry oil on. Let maybe the spot treatment dry for a couple of minutes before you even put the around, because you're saying it's going to still seep in down into there, but you want that. Okay, so that makes sense. All right, so hope everybody got that. We want to make sure that you know how to apply these products. That's fantastic.
And remember, everything is mix and match. So if you say, well, I've got some of the blue green algae products, can I use it with? You can use anything with anything.
Okay, that's great. And it's also great to know that this whole line is great also for those, let's say you got a teenager and he or she has the eczema or psoriasis or rosacea, you can still use this product line. And so that's fantastic.
Please don't give your teenagers shots for acne. Now that you understand what's going on in the community, years later, they're finding that a lot of those kids are barren.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So the next thing we're going to go to is the all natural plant powered buzz off spray. It comes into Eve has asked me about this, and she's so happy. I finally said, yes, this is the time. So it has cedarwood and lemongrass oils, and it's coming in 2 different sizes. Both are a pump. And so you have the 2 ounce and the 4 ounce. And so just want to make sure you realize you've got 2 different choices on the website. So when you pick which size you want, the price will come up for that for you. So, but you've got 2 different sizes. All right, Eve, tell everybody, why is it that this is so amazing?
Because I live in Georgia and all of our skeeters are heathens who need to join Weight Watchers. They've been known to carry away pets. And I am not kidding. But this isn't for skeeters. It's for spiders. It's for fleas. It's for ticks if you're going in the woods. And what is so great about it, and maybe somebody somewhere's done it, but I'm always looking. This is the only, and I do mean only, anti-aging, moisturizing, bug be gone. It's like wearing a cloaking shield that anybody has ever made. So you're putting tons of vitamins in, and it smells good. It doesn't smell like that. I don't know what they put. I don't know. I don't want to know what they put in those things. And it's not an aerosol. So it smells good. And it literally, it's like a Star Trek cloaking device. Let me tell you exactly how it works. This is precision pest control. So it's Bug Off Beauty in a bottle, the world's first moisturizing, anti-aging insect repellent. So let's just say it. Bugs are rude. They are crude. They show up uninvited, suck your energy and your blood, and leave you itching and swollen for days. But what if your bug spray didn't just tell them to buzz off? It left your skin looking better than it found it. Introducing not your grandpa's greasy repellent. This multitasking plant-powered powerhouse hydrates, softens, and smooths your skin while telling pests to vamoose. Yes, really. Why it works. This is no basic bug banisher. It's a beautifully crafted botanical blend that cloaks your scent, the things that bugs are hunting, and protects your skin's delicate mantle in the process. So you're basically donning an invisibility cloak to insects with ingredients that love your skin as much as they loathe pests. Now, at a family reunion, this will not cloak you from your mother-in-law, but it will cloak you from anything else that's bugging you at the picnic, because it's made with everything bugs hate. Eucalyptus oil, which is a natural pest deterrent, so powerful, it's basically your personal bug witness protection program. It disguises your scent and throws off the insect radars. Yep, even ticks. Cedarwood oil. Bugs use pheromones to talk. Who thought bugs were sexy? Cedarwood makes sure the call doesn't go through. It confuses pests and messes with their life cycles while being 100% skin loving for humans. Then we threw in some lavender, rosemary, and tea tree because bugs despise them. Your skin, just the opposite. These essential oils calm irritation, reduce inflammation, and keep your vibe bite-free and beautiful. We also folded in some Litsi Cubeba. What's that? That's an essential oil. It's very citrusy, lemony, that's clinically shown to repel pests and tone skin, because you deserve bug protection that also smells like a spa day and tones like a drill sergeant. Then we put in lemongrass and citronella, classic but clean. They mess with the bug scent receptors so that your barbecue and evening porch star viewing can remain just you and your friends. No pesky freeloaders allowed. And they get it on them and they carry it back to wherever. And it's like saying, don't go, you don't want to go there, buddy. Just trust me, you don't want to go there. It's got white willow bark, which is a gentle source of salicylic acid to keep your pores happy and your skin barrier strong, healthy, and glowing. Then we threw in some neem oil, another one of my favorite oils, and jojoba for hydrating, balancing, and protection. So think of this as a dreamy, non-greasy duo that hugs your skin and says, shields up, nothing's incoming. What does it feel like? It's feather light. It's fast absorbing. It's non-sticky. It doesn't leave a residue. It moisturizes on contact. No film, no weird chemical stench. Just soft, happy cells that smell like you're on vacation somewhere where mosquitoes are banished. Who's it for? Babies, boomers, and everybody in between. Even the mosquito magnet of the family. Everybody's got one of those. Use it before hikes, picnics, or anywhere bugs are plotting. How to use: spray generously on exposed skin. All I ask is if you're putting it on your face, don't spray it directly in your eyes. Put it in your hand and pat it on your face. That's all you need to do. Yes, it's safe for newborn babies. It's food. So there's that. It smells kind of like a fresh lemon herb spa day. It feels weightless hydration and built-in bodyguards, and it works like nature's force field with a glow-up, tighten-up bonus. Now, who don't want to fight wrinkles while fighting pests, right? Fight flies and wrinkles at the same time. Love, love, love this product in the summertime. It just blows up. So if you live below the gnat line, this is your go-to.
It's amazing. This smells incredible, Eve. It really does. Smells absolutely incredible.
So if it flies, crawls, or hops, not around you. Just reapply it after swimming, or if you sweat a lot. I mean, you have to reapply anything, but every time you do, you're just giving your skin, another facial treatment or arm treatment or whatever. It's wonderful.
So how often should you reapply?
Depends on what you're doing. Like if you're working out and you're sweating a lot, you really want to apply it every 3 or 4 hours. If you go swimming, reapply it when you come out.
Yeah. It smells absolutely amazing.
Can't believe it's a bug spray, can you?
No. Is this kind of like a sprayable lotion? Because it looks like lotion.
Yes, it's very similar to. It's so moisturizing. And you forget. You're like, oh, where's the bug spray? I need to put it. Oh, I did put it on. I'm just not used to bug spray being that.
Yeah, it's really incredible. Okay,
they're programming insects now with the viruses.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, and there's so much other stuff they've been doing with the ticks and stuff anyways, all these years, just crazy. Okay. So let's go on. We didn't forget about the men, of course. And so let's talk about the alpha male line. So we have some great products that we have finally got all done and ready to go. What I love is that when we release these, I don't know if you noticed, it's just like with the Buzz Off spray, that it comes in 2 sizes. We've really started making sure that we're helping you with a couple of different things we'll go through today, and you'll see this. So this is coming out in 3 different versions, as far as you've got the eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, you've got the unscented, and then you've also got our men's scent, which is Rustic Man. And so this is the Alpha Male Beard and Hair Oil. So again, we're trying to make sure you know exactly where to put this. Is this also going to be a similar formula, though, to our Head to Toe Noni Plus oil?
It works in the same way any oil works, but no, it's not.
It's different. It's not head to toe.
It is head to toe. It's just got a different synergy to it. And sometimes you can have the same ingredients, but have a different synergy based on how much of each you put in there. So now if you're not, looking for men's products, don't go away, because this is only going to take a little bit. And we got something really bizarre, interesting coming up next that I guarantee you've never even heard of. So the Rule Your Mane, Command the Room. This isn't just beard oil. It's the Beard and Hair Whisperer bottled. Whether you're sporting a full-on Movember, a dapper gentleman's trim, handlebars and mutton chops, or just getting acquainted with your follicles, our beard and hair oil turns grooming into a full-blown ritual of mane mastery. It hydrates like a hero, tames like a trainer, and whispers to every strand, rise and shine, king. What it actually does, it softens and tames. Got a wiry beard, patchy beard, growing unevenly? We have fixed that. Itchy stash, dry ends, coarse patches. This oil smooths your mane, man dome, and manic follicles into silky submission without any greasy, goopy feeling aftermath. It strengthens and fortifies, because breakage is for mortals, right? It's packed with vitamins, antioxidants, and hair-repairing fatty acids. It feeds your follicles and builds your strands from the inside out. It hydrates and defends. It locks in essential moisture and shields against wind, sun, stress, sweat, and the questionable yesterday's life choices. Bonus, no more flaky, itchy skin under your hair. It also boosts growth because of the rosemary. Rosemary doesn't just smell like the Forest of Champions. It awakens sluggish follicles, improves circulation, and encourages robust, heroic growth, especially good for filling out patchy areas.
This is wonderful.
All right, it printed on the back. So how to use: 3 to 6 drops or more if you're feeling extra legendary into your palms. Rub hands together to warm the oil. Think of it as charging it up. Massage deeply to beard, mustache, sideburns, or scalp. Get the skin underneath too. You'll thank me later. Comb or brush through to distribute and style like the boss you are. Walk out the door. You own everything. It's perfect for gaining a beard worthy of its own soundtrack, softening coarse hair into crowd petting territory, calming itchy, flaky skin beneath the beard, mustache, sideburns, and orange comb over, protecting against split ends and dullness, and gives major main character energy. It smells earthy, fresh, and quietly powerful. It feels like liquid silk on a mission, and it works like a stylist, a therapist, and personal hype man in one bottle. Because we know legends groom differently, right?
That's right. And this is amazing. And of course, we have it in Rustic Man. Now, Eve, let's say that my husband, I get him the unscented, for example, or one of my sons. Would I be able to use this? I mean, the women can use this, right?
No, absolutely. Absolutely. If you've got
Your
patchy hair anywhere, you certainly want to use it. If you just want to have smoother skin, there's nothing in this. Whatever you identify with, you can use this on. No matter how you identify.
All right. So that was the first product that we're releasing in 3 different versions of it as far as the 1 ounce. When they all have rosemary, but you've got the unscented, the eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, sensitive skin version as well. And then also Rustic Man. Many of you are using the Rustic Man deodorant, shave bars. I mean, we've got it in a number of things for men. By the way, this summer, we're coming out with a second men's scent. We already have the name. And so we're excited about that. Of course, we have Rustic Man. And the new one is Man of Valor, I think is what I said. So Man of Valor. And so it's coming. And so I'm excited about that. We did that during our break, finalized and decided on the name. Okay, so that's the first product for men. The second one is the Alpha Male beard balm and pomade. My kids have been so excited about this. Of course, I've told them they can't have beards and they need to be clean cut and shaven and all that. Well, they're so funny because my younger son, he's so quick-witted, and they've really been waiting for this product for a while now. And so it was so funny. My younger son said, "Yeah, that's for my beard." And, of course, I just cut my eyes at him, like, no, son. All right. So this is coming in. So this is actually 6 different SKUs. And the way we look at it.
Beard balm and mustache balm and all that. It's also a hair pomade. So
yeah,
if your man needs something, to get those 3 or 4 little hairs to stand back up before some more come in, this is your thing.
All right. Comes in, just so you know, it's going to come in the 4 ounce jar, or you can do the 2 ounce tube. So if you're traveling, whatever, and all 3 are again in the unscented, the eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, sensitive skin, or you can do Rustic Man. Okay. And this is the tube. And again, it's a 2 ounce and then the 4 ounce jar in any of those 3. Okay. So Eve, tell us about the Alpha Male beard
y'all
balm.
just don't realize what you've got, Michelle, because she's the only person I know that's doing everything in all the sizes you're asking to. It's a bit of a logistical nightmare. I'm not met Ron personally, although he fed me some really great pizza this week. And I'm sending him a gift that you guys will find out about soon enough. But, well, let me get into it this way. So whether you're grooming your glory or taming the wild frontier sprouting from your chin, this all-natural balm means business. Shine, yes. Softness, check. Style that doesn't scream. Stiff helmet, amen. From beards to buzz cuts, edges to ends, this pomade isn't just clean, it's almost righteous. So hydrate, define, strengthen, repeat. Smooth it on and walk it out. Our multitasking balm delivers soft, whole styling for hair and beards and mustaches, locks in moisture with no grease, and feeds hair follicles the botanical banquet they crave on a cellular level. No flakes, no fillers, just real oils, real results, and the subtle scent that says, I woke up like this on purpose. So key benefits: it tames frizzes, flyaways and unruly beards. It moisturizes the scalp and facial hair without clogging pores. It softens coarse hair texture for touchable results and enhances shine and manageability. It helps reduce itch, dryness, and flaking. It's lightweight. It gives off a clean finish with a natural, confident scent if you get the rustic man. What's inside matters. Desert jojoba oil, very important. Mimics your skin's natural sebum, balancing moisture without buildup. It hydrates dry hair and calms irritated skin underneath. This is by far the more of this ingredient in this particular oil than in any other oil that we make. It also has fractionated coconut oil, which is deep conditioning and ultralight, quick absorbing that keeps hair moisturized, protected, and fizz-free, and soybean oil. Now, don't wrinkle your face. We use the good fermented soybean oil so that it's nutrient dense and rich in omega fatty acids, helping strengthening strands, support growth, and boost luster without weighing hair down. Then, to fight wrinkles, in case you ever decide to shave it off, we put in green tea extract, which is antioxidant rich and anti-inflammatory. Green tea boosts scalp health and helps defend hair follicles from stress and environmental damage. Then we put in rosemary extract, which is nature's hair growth legend. It stimulates circulation to the scalp and skin, supporting hair growth while giving your senses a grounded herbaceous lift. It's chock full of vitamin T oil and either unscented or the essential oil blend that suggests not so humble confidence. So how do you use it? You scoop a small amount with your fingertips, rub it between the palms to warm, and apply to the beard, scalp, or hair. Style is desired. It feels very smooth because it melts on contact. If you get the scented version, and remember that's an essential oil blend, it smells like crisp herbs, clean skin, and quiet swagger, and it works like a grooming miracle and deep conditioner in one. It's perfect for bearded kings, curly-headed champions, dry, flaky scalps, chrome domes, frizz, fuzz, and flyaways, edges that need a little extra love, and anyone tired of synthetic goop that does nothing but sit there looking confused.
And you know what? This is just true to form too, where everything that we have always seems to feel so light and fluffy when it comes to our creams and our butters. This is the same way. It feels, of course, smells wonderful, but also feels very light. It's not sticky. It's not heavy. The pomade is amazing. And so this has been something I've been very excited about having, because I live with 3 guys. And so plus even the dog is a man. And so, or male. And so they have been excited about this product coming out as well. So loving it, loving it, loving it. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. This is an entire line that we're coming out with. This is the beginning of this line, and it is a headache migraine remover. So we've got a whole thing on this. I'm very excited that we're launching so much with it. So we've got the cream. So it is a headache migraine remover cream, and it has a peppermint to it. And so it smells amazing.
Not a fragrance. That's Japanese, very specific Japanese peppermint oil, because that's the strongest thing you can do for headaches, for tension headaches, stress headaches, allergy headaches, and migraines.
Has magnesium and D3 in it, by the way. Comes in the 2-ounce tube and the 4-ounce jar. So you're seeing it here in the 4-ounce jar, and you can see where it says peppermint. But the tube will also tell you that it has the magnesium with the vitamin D3 as well. So as you're getting this, of course, Eve, tell you where to put it.
Yeah, so because pain doesn't own you, it's just passing through. It's not just a cream, it's a nervous system reset with a magnesium-rich, anti-inflammatory, tension-melting blend of butters, botanicals, and essential oil. This powerhouse pain reliever was made for migraine sufferers, tension headache battlers, stress warriors, and anyone who's ever said, I just need to lie down for a minute. Whether you feel the ache creeping in behind your eyes or coming in hot like a freight train, this topical relief cream has one goal: stop pain, start peace. So it's perfect if you've got tightness in your neck, shoulder, upper back pain, sinus pressure and eye strain, PMS or hormone-related head pain, sleep decompression issues, tech, neck, stress heads, and screen fatigue. What does it do? Well, one of the reasons you have headaches and migraines anyways, because you're magnesium deficient, and most people don't know that. So we're fixing that, and we're throwing in the vitamin D that makes that work synergistically together to work 40% better. It reduces muscle tension and nerve sensitivity, which means you're less sensitive to lights and sounds and toddlers. I'm not promising the last one. Soothes inflammation and boosts circulation, cools the skin while warming deeper layers, helps regulate the nervous system response, delivers everything transdermally. And remember, if you take something by mouth, you have a 7 to 10% absorption rate because everything just gets thrown through the digestive juices, where when you put it on topically, you get 80%, right? So it delivers magnesium and botanicals transdermally and provides fast, effective relief without pills. What does it do? When you take 2 aspirin, if it works, it's because everything vibrates to a frequency, including your body. So when you take the aspirin, it doesn't really relieve the pain. It makes you work at a different frequency. There's a long, we'll get into that one show if she'll let me, specifically about frequency, but it changes your frequency to dampen the pain. We actually go to the source of the pain. We feed it so that it's not hangry anymore, right? So the star ingredients are magnesium chloride oil. A lot of people don't use chloride. That's important. That eases nerve-related pain, muscle spasms, and stress. Arnica flower, Arnica montana, not that Mexican arnica. And it really is called Mexican arnica. I'm not, blowing smoke at anybody that climbed over a fence, I promise. Eases swelling, bruising, and tension, a must-have for any pain formula. Feverfew and white willow bark, which is nature's anti-inflammatory headache dream team. Menthol and peppermint essential oil, which is cool, crisp, and calming for overactive nerves, sinuses, and sore spots. Ginkgo biloba plus guarana plus ginger that boosts circulation to the brain and extremities to ease throbbing pressure quickly. Pineapple, because pineapples contain bromelain. That's a natural enzyme that reduces inflammation and supports tissue repair. Vitamin D3 plus aloe vera plus turmeric for added mood balance, healing, and calm, because pain isn't just physical. Then we put it in a base of shea, cocoa, and mango butters, as well as like sweet almond oil, grapeseed oil, sunflower oil, that really, those humectants that drive it deep where it needs to get down to help deliver actives through the skin. How do you use it? You apply it to the temples. You can put it in the back of the neck, shoulders, bottoms of the feet. Remember, your belly button. It doesn't smell a whole lot like menthol, but it does smell like peppermint. So you need to rub your hands together and cup them out. After you've put it everywhere you want to put it, rub your hands together, cup it over your nose and mouth, and just breathe in normally for up to a minute. Because remember, essential oils, the molecules are small enough to cross the blood-brain barrier in 120 seconds. So this will disperse to your entire body. You don't want it just to go to your head. That's just where you think it does. Pain actually emanates from the gut. So this is going to go everywhere it needs to go, and put a catcher's mitt outside of your brain so that the next time it says you're having a pain, it's going, nope, nope, nope. I know that sounds like a very elementary way to explain it, but that's what it does. This also changes your frequency, but for the good, not to a worse frequency.
It gives you that magnesium as well, which it has the vitamin D3 in it that it needs as well. Okay. And then I told you that this is a whole line. While I'm thinking about it, want to make sure everybody knows also, don't be thrown off when you look at the website. I don't know if it'll be sometime this weekend, but we already have the new labels. We've been working on that today. This ended up coming out as the same blue as eczema, psoriasis, rosacea. I didn't like that because we're doing a whole line of it. So we've lightened up the blue. It just sometimes screens and printers are off a little bit. So we are recoloring this. The name is staying the same, but just don't let it throw you off that today you're seeing some navy, almost like a navy blue, and it's not. And so it's going to be changing like right away. So just want to make sure everybody knows. And Eve, those labels are already uploaded and everything's done. So we just need producer Ron to adjust those. But so just know, so the headache migraine remover products will be a lighter blue. Okay, the next product that's in this is a bath bomb. Y'all know I love a bath bomb. Now, these are the big ones.
It's got a bath bomb. I hope there are bath bombs in heaven. There better be.
There better be.
Bath bombs.
I love a bath bomb. And, of course, the salts. And we're getting ready to carry a third thing, too, that I'm excited about. But anyway, so this is the bath bomb. It smells like, you know what this smells like? It smells like a candy cane. I don't even like peppermint candy canes. I don't like to eat anything peppermint like that. But This stuff smells amazing. I like the smell of a candy cane, a peppermint candy cane. And so all this smells amazing. We put peppermint in it. And so we talked about that. So you've got the bath bomb. It's beautiful. It's as beautiful in person as that photo, of course, because that's the actual photo of this actual bath bomb. So tell us about the bath bomb and how to use it.
First of all, my daughter calls this headache Houdini. She thinks it's amazing. She's got 4 kids. That's why it's the only time she feels like she can lock herself away. And, and cry, SOS, and journal. If your head feels like it's trying to secede from the rest of your body, drop this bomb, literally. This magnesium-rich, peppermint-powered, arnica-armed, yes, arnica in a bath bomb, and not a little either. That's a big bath bomb, is your fast track to relief, relaxation, and wait, where did my headache go moments. It fizzes, it soothes, it delivers a spa-level escape with real-backed botanicals designed to help melt migraines, hush head tension, and send sensory overload packing. So it's perfect for migraines and tension headaches, sensory overload, burnout, and jaw clenching. So if you've got jaw issues like TMJ, sinus pressure and brain fog, tech, neck, and screen stress, sleep prep and nervous system resets, and people who need to disappear into their tub and emerge new. What does it do? It delivers a full body magnesium soak to ease nerve and muscle tension. It boosts circulation with peppermint and feverfew. It lowers blood pressure and heart rate. So it calms inflammation and relaxes head, neck, and shoulders. It gently detoxifies and rebalances mind and mood. It smells heavenly. It works deeply. So, and just by taking a bath in general, you're killing germs with hot water and soap and things like that. And remember, I told you while you're warm and wet and your pores are open, it's most beneficial to do things like this because you're really getting it everywhere it needs to go. And it's Japanese peppermint essential oil, so that's getting through the body into the brain in 120 seconds. So it's got magnesium and Epsom salt, arnica and feverfew. It's got a peppermint trifecta of oil extract. And I know you can't see it, but there's ground botanical crushed leaf in that. Organic shea butter, kale and clay, and vitamin D3. How do I use it? Drop into a warm bath, soak for 20 minutes while deep breathing through the peppermint steam. For bonus relief, dim the lights and pop a cool compress on your forehead. It feels like a peppermint scented fog lifting from your brain. It smells like ice cold clarity with herbal backup singers and works like an escape pod from pressure, pounding, and pain.
Okay. The next one is the bath salt. So we love a bath salt soak, and we have it in the headache migraine remover as well. And it's peppermint on here as well. Smells amazing. Absolutely love bath salt soaks. So Eve, tell us about this.
I will. So have you poured yourself one too many hours of screen time? Are you suffering from brain fog? Is tension building in your inbox? Our triple salt, magnesium-rich bath salt soak isn't just for headaches. It's a full-body ceasefire. Consider this a tall jar of I have to have this in my life, because often when you reset your nervous system, head and body aches scram. So let's get to soaking. This is therapeutic relief for head, body, soul, and spirit. Breathe in, let go. This mineral-rich bath soak isn't just another soak. It's specifically designed to melt away messy migraines and soothe head-to-toe anxiety and stress. This proactive formula transforms your tub into a sanctuary of real relief, clarity, and calm. Whether you're recovering from a tension spiral, sensory overload, weekend with the in-laws, or back taxes, this soak speaks your body language and whispers it's going to be okay in 20 minutes. Soaking in a warm, mineral-rich bath salt is more than just relaxing. It's therapy without the therapy bill, right? And when I say backed by science, I mean Make America Healthy science, not that previous science, whatever that was. So it detoxifies, salt baths draw out impurities. They reduce systemic inflammation, which is stubborn inflammation, and they support your body's natural detox pathways, especially through the skin and lymphatic system. If you've got crazy cortisol, and you're running through that all the time, this is going to help. It also helps boost your immunity system to fend off all kinds of nasties, including parasites. Mineral absorption. The magnesium, calcium, potassium, and trace minerals in this formula are highly absorbed transdermally to replenish seriously depleted mineral levels, support nerve health, and balance your body and mind. A warm soak with these salts open up blood vessels for improved circulation to help transport bodily oxygen and nutrients, reduce swelling, and allow nutrients to flow freely, which is important during a headache or migraine. And then, of course, deep relaxation. The warm water plus mineral synergy helps calm the vagus nerve. I don't mean the new age vagus nerve. I mean the actual named vagus nerve, which is your body's chill switch, reducing cortisol levels and easing your entire nervous system, which can in turn help protect adrenal glands from overload and lower blood pressure. What's inside matters. It's a multi-salt mineral blend of European spa salt, organic Dead Sea salt, and pink Himalayan salt. These are powerhouse minerals that work great. Most people just have like one salt and a salt. These are 3 big ones that supports lymphatic drainage, which is something we will talk about a lot in the future, and melting away muscle and nerve tension from within. It's also got magnesium chloride, the mineral that the body needs to perform 300 system activities, which we are all deficient in. Targets the root of migraine-related muscle spasms, tension, and nerve, like light and sound sensitivity. Think of it as a full body weighted blanket to calm one of the most common migraine triggers. It's got arnica montana, feverfew, vitamin D3, the peppermint trifecta. It's perfect for any kind of stress. It's good for pain. It's not just headache pain, and it will put you to sleep. So do this at night. Don't do this and then go operate heavy machinery.
All right. So this is a 12-ounce jar. You can get 4 baths out of this. And then also, or if you want to do it as a foot bath. So
right. A lot of people do a foot bath, and then, it lasts a really long time because remember, everything draws up through your feet.
Yep. So that's great. All right. In carrying on with the headache migraine, this is also another product, a new product that we're carrying. And this happened to be one of the 3 types that we're doing. So we've got the Every Little Thing Headache Migraine Ease Spray. What I love about this is it's skin safe. So it's a linen spray, a room spray. You can put it on your clothing. You can put it on your skin. Let's say you got a headache. I used to get migraines, horrible migraines once or twice a year. And so this is something you can spray on your pillow, lay down on it, and be able to take that in as well. And so we've got this in the headache migraine remover. We've got it also in the allergy, cold, and sinus. I know many people right now are struggling with allergies. And then we also have it in the stress relief, which has lavender. And so very excited about that. The allergy, cold, and sinus has eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus globulus is the essential oil for that one. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, this one, the headache migraine remover, it actually it has the peppermint, of course. And so we have it in 3 different options for you. The allergy, cold, and sinus, we are selling a lot of allergy, cold, and sinus balm. Just the other day, I saw an order come through, and all it was like 4 or 5 of the allergy, cold, and sinus balms. It has consistently been a big seller. So, and I hear about so many people struggling with allergy season, and of course, sinuses, getting sick. So it doesn't really surprise me.
I get tickled because people are like, wait a minute, you going to help me with a headache with a spray? How does that work? I'm like, oh, I'm so glad you asked me. Because we're going to spray this, guess where? At the bottom of our feet, our belly button, the back of our neck, where our spine starts. And remember what I told you about the balm. Spray it in your palm, rub, put it lightly. Don't cut. Don't do this. Because that Japanese peppermint, it smells good, but you don't want it to be smelling salts. And just breathe for a minute. Now, what I really like about it is skin safe, including for newborn babies. There's nothing in here that will hurt them. What I really like is I have sinus issues and asthma. So sometimes when I lay down at night, I do a lot of throat clearing because there's a lot of mucus. But I have found that if I spray this on the pillow and then turn toward it, I go to sleep a lot faster and I feel clearer and I feel like I have slept better. But the really wonderful thing is what this does for toddlers who've got that crusty crud, whatever you want to call it, and they're having a hard time breathing. If Vicks had gotten it right, and we will go one day, I want to do a whole show just on Vicks and Neosporin. Oh my word, and Aquaphor. Oh, Anyway, those are like the three dark horses of the apocalypse. So if they'd gotten it right, this is what they would do. This will not by itself make your headache go away. This will not by itself completely clear your stuffiness. This will not the stress relief might put you to sleep by itself. But here's my point. You're not going to get it all during the night and reapply stress relief or allergy colon sinus or headaches or whatever. But what you can do, spray it on your pillowcase. It's not going to stain. There's nothing in there to stain it. And I don't know why, but it stays on linen longer than it stays on. And you spray it directly on your skin or sleeve, like you want to be during the day doing this just to clear a little bit. It won't stain your clothing. It's not going to hurt anything. But what I love is, because it's not a fragrance, it's an essential oil blend. It's just a pure essential. It's not even a blend. And you spray it like on the pillow, and like, not now, but in the wintertime, I've got not felt linen. What am I trying to say?
Flannel.
Flannel. And it especially stays on that. But it's even good on bamboo sheets or any kind of sheets that you use. It just hangs around. And it's almost like having a diffuser right by your face, but not too strong and not one you have to unplug and go check on and keep refilling. It's just enough extra oomph to help you sleep. Or let's say if I was having an attack today while I was on the show, I could put it on my sleeve. You would never know that I was just resetting every time I did that. It's just another way to round you out so that you don't automatically, from habit, reach for your medicine cabinet. You have a new medicine cabinet. It's totally different. You got a topical medicine cabinet. And this works because of inhalation. Unless you put it on your skin, then you've got the direct absorption of the essential oil, which goes to every extremity in 120 seconds. This is a whole different thing. This is really cool, really inexpensive, really fun. Kids love it. I've got some parents that would say, I don't, if I tell them it's lavender, or if I tell them that it's eucalyptus, or I tell them that whatever, they're not going to do that. So I say it's monster spray, and they go right off to sleep. Or that it's a sweet dream spray, and they go right off to sleep. And the next night they're like, where's my spray? Where's my spray? And I can tell you this, we just found out that the stress relief one, if you spray it on people with ADD or ADHD, it just settles them right down.
So spray it belly button, back of the neck, under the bottoms of the feet,
hands and cup, or clothing, or any linen, in the air, and walk through it like, Chanel perfume ads. Nothing in it that'll hurt you, nothing in it that will stain, safe for children.
All right, let's keep going. So the next thing we've got is the First Fruits prebiotic and probiotic vitamin C bar. And so this is coming in the lemon, the lime, and the orange. And this goes with like our lemon balm, our, a lime balm, all of that. And so this is amazing. Look at the 3 soaps. They look amazing. So vitamin C bar soap, tell about these. These are just amazing.
These are pure vitamin C straight from the fruit. So these have prebiotics and probiotics. Now, prebiotics is what feeds a probiotic, and a probiotic is I've never heard of an immunity enhancing bar soap before. That's really what this is, because it's got kombucha in it, straight from the mother, and it's got I'll have to read it. Well, let me read it to you, because you got 3 choices.
Yeah.
If you've never used a handmade bar of soap, it's time. It just is, because you don't know what you don't know. Actually, it's more of a lotion soap. It's the most moisturized you will ever feel stepping out of a shower or bath without putting on a moisturizer. We start with a beautiful base of aloe, cucumber, carrot seed oils to jumpstart nutrition and calming properties into the skin. So let's talk about aloe. It moisturizes, soothes, deep hydration, promotes new cell growth. It's anti-inflammatory. It's skin tightening, skin brightening. It's got vitamins A, C, and E. Now let's talk about the cucumber that's in there. Cucumber offers me the same benefits, including hydration, soothing, brightening. It reduces puffiness. It provides a refreshing sensation. It evens skin tone. Don't forget the carrots. It's got carrot seed oil, which is a form of vitamin A. It's one of my favorite fruit oils. It contains beta carotene to improve skin elasticity, reduce fine lines and wrinkles, and promote a clear, healthy complexion. Carrots have a truly formative effect on stimulating skin cell growth, aimed to rejuvenate wrinkled, aged, and dehydrated skin. And it has antioxidant properties to help improve skin complexion by removing toxic buildup while protecting and repairing all types of weather-damaged skin. Now, you get to pick which one do you want. Now, they all have prebiotics and probiotics. This is where it gets good. We put that in there, and then we topped it off with pure fruit oils that are really the icing on the cake. So prebiotics nourish the skin's microbiome on a cellular level and provide energy for the probiotics to do their work. Prebiotics balance the skin's ecosystem of beneficial bacteria. Probiotics introduce new bacteria, the kind that you want, to defeat the kind that you have that you don't want, to support the skin's barrier function and address issues, everything from acne to sensitive skin to keratosis pilaris. You're going to hear that a lot. Rosacea, eczema, any type of dermatological issues, scars, hyperpigmentation, all of that. The vitamin C comes from actual pressing of the fruit. That provides massive antioxidant protection, while the glycerin acts as the humectant, pulling all the ingredients deeply into the skin and sealing it there. So now it's up to you. Do you want First Fruit's lemon probiotic glycerin bar soap with vitamin C, or lime, or orange? Well, what's the difference? Well, first of all, they're all vitamin C, but they all work differently. Lemon oil is a powerful antifungal that helps prevent skin infections from bacteria and fungus and can help prevent skin redness and irritation. It clarifies gently, exfoliates dead skin cells naturally that so often become trapped in pores and hair follicles. Lemon oil brightens, combats hyperpigmentation, acne, and uneven skin tone. Lemon increases collagen production and improves overall skin texture, which can help reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. That's lemon. Let's talk about lime. Lime fruit oil offers many benefits, including very deep cleansing, very brightening, skin brightening, and anti-aging antioxidants. Lime oil's high limonene content gives it amazing cleansing properties that help remove excess oil and debris, making it beneficial for acne-prone or oily skin. You can still use this even if you don't have acneic skin. It also has skin lightening properties that help reduce the appearance of dark spots and scars. Additionally, lime is an astringent that tightens pores, reduces the appearance of wrinkles and sagging skin. Lime's antiseptic and antibacterial properties combats infections, inflammation, and protects the skin from damage caused by free radicals and overexposure to the elements. It's also very good for cleaning your feet because the limonene in it can help prepare what you're going to be using for the neuropathy, which is the balm to follow. The orange has amazing properties that also tighten skin and naturally shrink pore size, but this gives you elasticity or skin muscle memory to bounce back. This can lead to a dramatically improved youthful complexion. I didn't print the last.
And that's on the orange that would give you that
page.
You know, Eve, I was thinking what would be great too.
Yes, I did. It's very short. Orange oil's aromatherapy powers uplift the spirit and can relieve tension, stress, and anxiety. Orange is an excellent treatment for skin hyperpigmentation and is a natural solution for blemishes to even out skin tone without the use of any chemicals.
Okay, I was thinking.
They all do the same thing differently, and then they do different things.
Yeah, I like that. The other thing I was thinking is it would be great to buy like all three, use one bar of soap, and then use the next one. And then when you get through with that one, use the next one. But like, you know, for the next month, use, you know, lemon. The next month, use lime. Then the next month, use orange.
Yeah. And here's the nice thing. Remember, your skin, just like everything else, gets used to something you're doing. So swapping it up makes everything more effective.
Okay. That's fantastic. And that's why I was thinking that would be good.
You need to do a sack of suds night.
Yeah, we'll do some.
Because you're going to have so many soaps.
Okay. The next thing we're going to talk about, I love the First Fruits. Y'all, I absolutely love the lemon balm and, of course, the First Fruits face and body, lemon balm, the orange, and the lime. They smell amazing. They smell clean. Guess what I'm using today? The deodorant. Now, here's the thing. The deodorant is not going to be for sale until next Friday. We are letting it all cure. It's soft. It's summertime. So we just want to make sure it's absolutely right. So you cannot even pre-purchase it. But we'll announce it next Friday. I'll remind you on Mama Ganza. but oh my word, I used today the lemon, and I love lemon. So it's so clean. Uh, absolutely works. It then, by the way, this is a prebiotic probiotic magnesium deodorant with the kombucha and vitamin C. I mean, what more do we need to load up? And what does it not have? Aluminum. All right. So tell everybody about this. We're going to go ahead and tell you about it. And of course, it's in the lemon, the orange, and the lime, but not available on the website till next.
I didn't print that out because I didn't think we were doing it today.
Oh yeah, that's fine then. And so, but it's amazing. We'll cover that next Friday then. But absolutely already using it and I love it. So just wanted you to know. Okay, let's keep going.
I will tell you this much. The
Okay.
reason that you want prebiotic and probiotic in deodorant is because that actually eats the bacteria that's bad, harmful, toxic, and odor causing. It actually eats the bacteria that causes body odor.
Yep, this is amazing. Absolutely, highly recommend it. Okay, the next thing that we have is the Stretch Mark and Scar Body Cream. And so let's talk about that. So this has quite a few things to it. So we've got the Stretch Mark and Scar Body Cream, and we've got 4 different versions of it, and it's available in the 4-ounce tube or the 8-ounce jar. So it ends up being 8 different SKUs because you have 4 versions of it. We're also introducing a couple of new scents with this as well, which, that can be tricky for me because I want to make sure it smells good and I like what, is out there. So these have the sea moss and the colloidal, I can never say it. Colloidal oatmeal with zinc oxide. So we have the oatmeal milk and honey, Vermont honey. What are the other 2?
Unscented and eczema psoriasis rosacea, isn't it?
Oh yeah, Vermont honey apple. Thank you. My husband loved the Vermont honey apple, by the way. He absolutely loved it. So this comes in a tube or a 4-ounce tube or an 8-ounce jar. Okay, so tell everybody about this amazing Stretch Mark and Scar Body Cream. Is this also face safe?
Is it what?
Face safe?
Oh, yes. And pregnancy safe and lactation safe and baby safe, all that. So don't just hear Stretch Mark, also hear Scar Cream. I've got some before and after photos of people who've had major surgery, and I will share them with her. I can't share them online because they're kind of gross to look at, especially the before. But you can't believe what this does for scars, even big old staple scars. So let's talk about it. The Stretch Mark and Scar Cream is nature's deepest healing in one silken application. Now, here's what I want you to understand. If you've had kids or have lost a lot of weight, gained a lot of weight, the diet thing, or if you're, or you used to be a weightlifter. My husband used to be a weightlifter, and now he's not. So you've got a lot of things, hormones, a lot of things can cause this. Your DNA has a lot to do with it. So the world says to cover those marks, we say, let them tell the story, but tell it your way. Your skin is not a flaw to be edited. It's a map of growth, resilience, and becoming. Stretch marks and scars aren't shame. They're proof that you expanded when life demanded more of you. So don't shrink to fit the world standard. Rise to honor your story. It's not just a cream, it's your comeback. So whether you're fresh off a growth spurt, pregnancy, C-section, weight loss journey, weightlifting journey, any kind of surgery, or just existing in a beautiful, ever-evolving human body, this formula was designed to nourish what the world told you to hide. We took nature's finest nutritional botanicals and combined them with modern skin chemistry to help fade the look of stretch marks and scars, yes, even stubborn keloids and discoloration, while strengthening your skin structure and boosting its natural bounce back. Will this completely erase stretch marks? No. Will it help? If you are consistent, yes. What it does, it's safe for all skin types, all scar types, and all seasons of life. So it fades the appearance of stretch marks and scars, new, old, raised, indented, and pigmented. It increases collagen and elastin that helps level and plump and firm and smooth out the dimples. It helps repair damaged tissue. It supports the formation of new skin and softens rough, dense scar tissue. It boosts skin's radiance elasticity and bounce back, and hydration while strengthening the skin mantle, which is your natural protective barrier. I know you've heard that a lot on this show. But just because I say that, it doesn't do it with the same ingredients that the other products do. And anytime you start putting a product on top of a product, you're getting what we call the twofer. That's heal. That's what that does. So it does everything. It reduces redness, swelling, itching, irritation, hyperpigmentation, stimulates blood flow and cellular generation up to 126%. Now, you will not hear me quote things like that very often. That had to be proven to me, and it was. It improves nutrient delivery and healing speed. It won't clog pores. It won't cause breakouts. It's just clean, non-greasy restoration with long-lasting results. Now let's talk about scars for just a second. Whether you have atrophic scars, which are indented, hypertrophic scars, which are raised, or depressed hollow scars, this is all going to align collagen production to help flatten the raised one, to fill in the hollow ones, and to elevate a smooth skin surface. What's in it? Organic shea, cocoa and mango butters, aloe vera, arnica and cucumber extracts, sweet almond and grapeseed oils, which is a potent dose of vitamin A and E and antioxidants. It's got turmeric. It's got sea moss. It's got colloidal oatmeal for anti-inflammatory, mineral-rich, and perfect for healing and skin brightening. It's got grapefruit, lemon, and orange peel extracts for an antioxidant-packed vitamin C, which lightens dark spots and supports cell renewal and 28-day turnover. It's got zinc oxide, which promotes healing and protects sensitive skin. And then it's got honey, holistic honey, which is a natural humectant and antimicrobial healer with skin softening superpowers. Why it works. It's an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antimicrobial, and antiseptic by design. Thank you, honey. It also helps prevent future stretch marks by maintaining optimal skin strength during periods of rapid change. It conditions skin to reset fragility and reconstruct damaged connective tissue. It smooths wrinkles, lightens dark spots, and enhances skin tone uniformity. It keeps skin nourished, strong, and worthy of self-love. Now, again, you're going to hear me say things over and over like, well, but you say everything moisturizes. Well, why wouldn't I want to put a moisturizer in everything I'm putting on your skin? The moisturizer is the humectant that pulls it in. I want everything I put on you, not to just make you healthier, but to balance things that are out of balance, to feed things that are hungry, to seal in things that need to stay and not evaporate, and make sure they all work in conjunction. Because I always say, God told me our best ingredient is only as good as our delivery system. So he taught us how to use humectants. If I need something to be on the second level of skin, the third layer, the fourth layer, the bone, the marrow, the sinew, we now know how to get it there. It's a really big deal. That's why topicals, correctly formulated topicals, work.
Okay, that's fantastic. All right, the next thing is the Rosacea Redness Calming Cream. So actually, I'm out of order, and so let's wait because I don't want to mess you up. So we're going to come to that next. Head to Toe Miracle Baby Cream. So this is going to come in. It's coming in 3 different versions of it. Okay. And so this is coming in the eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, sensitive skin. It comes in the unscented, and then it's also coming in bedtime baby. And so the bedtime baby, I think it was. Now this comes in, by the way, the 4-ounce tube, which is the big tube, or it comes in what you're seeing right here with the jar, and it's an 8-ounce jar. These are big jars. Mm-hmm. Okay, bedtime baby.
Babies also go missing to adults' bags in bathrooms too. Your daddy will get this, so that's where it will be if it's missing.
Okay, so bedtime baby smells like a baby. It smells like you always think, oh, babies smell a certain way. That's what bedtime baby smells
like. New car baby smell, right?
Yes. So if you want that baby smell,
it's very light. It's a little lavender.
It is very
a little bit of powder thrown in.
It's amazing.
Oatmeal.
So it's got the oatmeal and the zinc oxide. Okay, so talk about this a little bit. Okay. This is amazing. It could be on a newborn baby.
Yes, this is used in NICUs. That's how safe it is. So This one is almost sacred. I like calling children tender mercies. Anyway, you're not just offering a cream, you're offering comfort wrapped in clean ingredients and kissed by heaven. This is the kind of product people use on their newborns and then sneak into their own grown-up nighttime rituals like it's a secret. So you better believe that it's pure, gentle, and miraculous, so much so that adults steal it. And you know about the 10 commandments in that stone thing. One of those was thou shalt not. So whether you're battling diaper rash, cradle cap, baby eczema, or just wanting a moisture miracle that doesn't mess around, this rich botanical cream is your one jar wonder. Made with nature's best butters, oils, oatmeals, and minerals, it's safe for the softest skin and strong enough for real concerns. From flaky foreheads to chapped cheeks, fussy bums, and itchy knees, head to toe Miracle Baby Cream delivers calm, hydration, and protection in every buttery swipe. Scented or unscented, it's your choice. Either way, it's baby approved and grown up hoarded. It's perfect for diaper rash and redness, cradle cap and baby eczema, psoriasis and rosacea, dry patches, drool rashes, and milk bumps, post-bath baby massage, mama's hands, elbows, or surprise stress breakouts, and full body love for any age at any time. It soothes irritation and inflammation, deeply hydrates while repairing the skin barrier. Here's the thing. People ask me all the time, do you make butt paste? No, I want something breathable on my baby's skin. Why would I want to, while it's broken out, slam those pores shut with a paste? No. You want something whipped and you want something light so that it stays on there, but like a Band-Aid feather, if that makes sense, so that the skin can get oxygen. The miracle ingredients: shea cocoa and mango butters, botanical oils, aloe vera and honey, which are soothing, healing, and antibacterial for irritated or rash-prone skin. It's got grapefruit, orange, lemon, and cucumber extracts to calm and give the baby's boost vitamin C, because anytime the baby's healing from diaper rash, its immune system feels attacked, so you want to give it vitamin C. It's a coated, buffered vitamin C. It won't hurt them. Colloidal oatmeal is what it's buffered in, that reduces redness and itching, so it's perfect for any type of skin. Then it's got zinc oxide, which creates a breathable shield to help prevent and soothe diaper rash. It's got sea moss extract for the minerals, because we're putting minerals in the baby's body, with skin conditioning support that strengthens delicate skin. It's got arnica in case there's any pain or inflammation, turmeric and horsetail for flare-ups and fast recovery. Just apply anywhere on the skin for relief or protection. It's safe face, body, scalp, and bum. It feels like a light whipped butter. It smells like, if you get the bedtime baby, it's a little lavender, a little apple, and a little powder. The others are unscented. It's a security blanket for the skin. And, we've got an 8-month-old. We've got nine grandchildren from 8 months old to 20. And the doctor asked the mother, John's daughter, of the 8-month-old, what are you doing? This baby's got a beautiful butt. And he didn't mean it ugly. He just sees, all kinds. And she's never had diaper rash, ever. And if she's one who would get it, because she was very much a preemie and should have had all kinds of issues. And she's had zero.
Okay. Well, so let me ask you this. So with this, or like the lemon balm, would the fresh fruits lemon balm be also something to put on a baby if they had diaper rash?
It absolutely would.
Yeah.
But this is specifically lemon balm that does over 100 things. This is specifically formulated for babies.
Yep.
Give them the right skin nutrition.
All right. And do you use this only when there's a diaper rash, or all the time?
No. They get all. You got milk bumps. You got drool. You got rashes. You got bug bites. It's for all of that. Dry skin.
Okay. That makes sense. All right. So I want to announce at the beginning of the show, we talked about those that write reviews on Godly Granny. So we had 243 before we got started. We've already got 2 winners. The first winner is Robin W. Robin, if you'll send me an email, Michelle@NashvilleMichelle.com, with your contact information. So that way, and your contact. So your phone number is what we need, so producer Ron can communicate with you. And then also Lisa J. We already have your information. So we'll which is Cousadoo. So you both are winners already. Well, you're winners already. I mean, come on. But winners for today's show. So $25 Godly Granny gift card. And when you go to spend it, you get the 25% off. So that way your money goes just a little bit further. It's a little bit more than 25% off. Okay. We kick in and help you a little bit more. All right. The next thing I'm very excited about, this is the Rosacea Redness Calming Cream. And it has Arnica Montana in it. And it is coming in the 2-ounce tube and then also the 4-ounce jar. And, it's the sensitive skin. It's the rosacea, eczema, all that psoriasis. So it's that blue. And so this is exciting to have. And it is a rosacea redness.
Customer direct request fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yes.
you remember that.
Yep. Absolutely.
So you asked for it, you got it.
Okay. So tell us about this.
So rosacea can be on any part of the body, but generally it's just on the face and chest and ears. So just so you know, and it's usually very embarrassing. My son has it, my mother had it, and they're both embarrassed by it. And I put on blush so that I look like them. Makes no sense. Anyway, embarrassing redness, irritation, heat. Say hello to your skins. Calm yourself down in a jar. This gentle reparative cream is designed specifically for skin prone to rosacea, sensitivity, and environmental dermal disturbances. Our product doesn't just mask the flush, it treats the root cause with a silky blend of nutritional plant botanicals, calmers, and skin-loving lipids. That's the first time we've talked about lipids. So the Rosacea Redness Calming Cream is for any part of the body, because, you and your skin are at war, and this is your truth. Whether you're battling chronic redness, sensitivity flare-ups, or post-treatment irritation, this calming cream was crafted to soothe, strengthen, and protect your skin. It hydrates deeply without heaviness, and it's like a panic room for your complexion, if you want to know the truth. So why this cream works: skin with rosacea is easily inflamed. Its barrier is often compromised, means your gut's compromised. Its capillaries are reactive, and its oil balance is very delicate. So this cream works by rebuilding that barrier, deeply hydrating, and delivering proven plant-based botanicals that cool, calm, and restore. There's no additives, no unnecessary fillers, just what sensitive skin actually needs to eat. I want you to get thinking, my skin eats just like my body eats, delivered at a cellular level, because when you give your body what it needs to heal naturally, it knows what to do with that. Star ingredients: aloe vera. That's the original skin soother. That's gangster stuff right there. Aloe hydrates, calms, and reduces inflammation while speeding up cellular regeneration. It is a must-have for angry skin. Organic shea butter with all of the vitamins and minerals that it has. Organic sunflower seed, grapeseed oil, sweet almond oil, and then a whole bunch of Arnica Montana extract, because nature's anti-inflammatory superstar, which is the Arnica, reduces visible redness, swelling, and irritation. I've seen this thing work in under 2 minutes with someone who might have had to go to the hospital. They touched something they shouldn't, and they still had to go get the shot for the anaphylactic shock, but their face immediately swole up and turned beet red. And we put this on them en route, and within 2 minutes, their skin was just as fair as it had always been. They were just still swollen, which I thought was phenomenal.
Wow.
So this is for rosacea-prone skin to reduce redness and embarrassing discoloration, flushing from heat, stress, or toxin tantrums, post-peel or post-laser skin support. So that's even if you don't have rosacea. Sensitive skin that reacts to everything, dry, fragile complexions that need barrier support, and calming reactives for tight or itchy flare-ups. So just apply a little bit over the skin morning and night. It's best used after a gentle cleanser and or a hydrating toner. It pairs beautifully with your favorite skincare line, like the blue-green algae or the activated charcoal / clarifying acne, especially those, and I was going to say with the ingredients that are in that. So it feels like cloud comfort in a jar. It smells very subtle, very clean, barely there. Sometimes natural ingredients have a tiny bit of their own scent, but it's completely unscented, because scent is the frenemy for anybody that's got psoriasis, rosacea, keratosis pilaris, or eczema, because scents can actually cause or exacerbate an outbreak. So sometimes I can make people usually significantly better, even with a ridiculous outbreak in 4 days or less, and it's usually 2 days. But then they'll go back to using soap that's scented, or shampoo that's scented, or makeup that's scented, and all of those things. And they'll say, well, it came back. Well, you didn't change your pattern. I got to disrupt your pattern long enough to prove that these products will do what I say it will do. And then we got to learn how to clean up the other areas of our lives so that it can stay that way. So, when your skin says, I need a break, this is what you give it. No frills, just calm, comfort, and 100% food healing nutrition.
That's amazing.
Again, food in a jar.
All right. The next one is the last one that we're going to talk about that's new today. That is and we're going to get into answering some viewer comments and questions, and I got a few things as well. So we've got about 35 minutes left. Prebiotic and probiotic VJ Yoni bar soap with colloidal. I cannot say it.
Long O.
Yes. Oatmeal. So prebiotic and probiotic. Again, you've heard us talk about this a lot today. This has been something that Eve and I have been talking about a lot for the last few months. And so it's in our new deodorants. It's in this bar. So this is part of the VJ Yoni bar soaps, or the VJ just whole line. And so we already had one product, and now we're adding 2 more. So it's a bar soap. It's a little bit smaller. It's round, so women can put it in their hand. And so we have the eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, sensitive skin, and then also the unscented. And so if you would please, one of the things I had said to Eve is, why do we need a soap for that? And so for vaginal drying, I guess.
You only had one soap. You need a soap for that. Ron, I am so sorry you have to be present for the vagina monologues, but it just is what it is. So we had to sit through the beard oil and the beard balm. You got to sit through the vagina discussion. So he's probably covering his eyes and his ears. He's going, 2 hours sleep. I don't need this, girls. I just don't need it. So the only bar is purity for your privates. This isn't your run-of-the-mill bar soap. This is divine intervention in bar form. So meet our best-selling VJ bar, a botanically blessed, microbiome-friendly beauty created for your most sacred space. It's gentle, effective, plant-based, and crafted with a kind of care only our formula can give. What does it do, or how does it love the lady parts? It gently cleanses without disruption. It washes away what doesn't belong without stripping what does. No harsh suds, no synthetic funk, no scent, just clean, balanced skin. It strengthens the skin mantle. I had somebody say, why do I need to be strengthened down there? Because one day you're going to turn 62 and toilet paper is going to feel rough, and it's going to go places it shouldn't and do things it shouldn't do. If you've got thin skin, that's one time you want thick skin. So it strengthens the skin mantle because it's rich in natural lipids and barrier repairing botanicals. It helps reinforce your skin's outer layer, which is your first line of defense. It soothes and calms sensitive skin with cucumber aloe and colloidal oatmeal to deliver calm in every cleanse, because your vagina deserves peace too. It supports intimate flora. Kombucha probiotics and licorice root prebiotics work in tandem to keep your microbiome flora balanced, happy, and odorous free, which could very well help if you get a lot of UTIs. Hallelujah. Anyway, with citric acid and sodium citrate for harmony, it helps your body maintain its ideal pH, like a gospel choir on pitch. It fights odor at the source. Licorice root and sea moss doesn't mask odor. They absorb it and balance everything to keep it absorbed, so you're fresh without any of the fake fragrances. It relieves itch and discomfort, working together like a soothing balm, calming irritation and restoring comfort. And it has emollient-rich dry oils and vitamins that help keep things supple, soft, and rejuvenated from the outside in. It's made with cucumber oil, very calming and cooling, kombucha ferment, which is probiotic, licorice extract, which is prebiotic, and yes, it is skin brightening down there. Now, there's people who specialize in that area, whether it's being waxed or whatever it's been. There's a lot of hyperpigmentation for older people too, and you're going, well, is that really what I've got to look forward to? Not if you have this. It's really wonderful. What else does it have? It has sea moss and colloidal oatmeal, which is moisture locking, anti-itch, mineral rich, and soothing. It's got aloe vera leaf juice, which reduces redness reduces redness, hydrates, and promotes cellular regeneration. It's got carrot seed oil, which is loaded with beta carotene and antioxidants to promote skin vitality and healthy turnover. It's got coconut oil, so it's deeply nourishing, antimicrobial, enriched in skin repairing fatty acids. It's got citric acid. It's got provitamin complex with glycerin, sorbitol, and sodium compounds to draw in the right kind of moisture. And so there's no fragrance, no dyes, no synthetic yuck, no compromising. Good for daily gentle cleansing to support a balanced, non-itchy, non-smelling vaginal microbiome, reduces irritation, odor, itching, and dryness, maintains pH. It's for women from all ages, from maiden to matriarch. It's just a deeply nourishing bar that's crafted from wisdom to bless your bits. So in the South, we say bless your heart. We're going to start saying bless your bits.
All right, Eve. Okay, let's go on ahead and start going through a few of these different things that I prepared for today. So viewer Sue wrote in and she said, good afternoon. I remember watching a recent video in which Eve, the formulator for Godly Granny, said that a friend of hers had used the testosterone cream for hip pain and it took her pain away. I just ordered some of this cream and I'm hoping that it helps with my hip pain as well. Can you please recommend how to use this product and where to apply it?
Yes. I don't know if you're testosterone deficient. Most people are. And yes, women need a certain amount of testosterone. So you need to put it directly on top of the pain on the bottom of your feet, your belly button, the back of your neck. Now, if you combine that, and I'm not trying to get you to buy another product, or you may already have it. If you combine that with a Terminator pain, you won't believe me, but I want to hear back from you. If you just do the testosterone and you're not testosterone deficient, it may not do what you want it to do. But I guarantee you, if you live in America, you are deficient to some degree. And if you use that as a twofer with a Terminator pain cream, I don't swing for the fence. I swing for the parking lot for you.
All right. The next one that we had ready is we got a viewer comment or review that had been left by Tanya Jones. She says, my husband loves this product. It is the eczema psoriasis rosacea face and body scrub that's unscented, by the way. Y'all, now Eve has had to hear me rave about this product. I absolutely love it. And so she says, my husband loves this product. He was breaking out and it cleared up his face within a few days. We love Godly Granny. Thank you, honey. We love you guys. She also left another review for the moisturizing 3-in-1 face wash, makeup remover, moisturizer. She's got the one with the cherry extract with vitamin C. And it says, my husband and I love this face wash. It removes my makeup and leaves my skin feeling soft. My husband said that he could feel the difference immediately, like his skin could breathe. So refreshing. Viewer Jocelyn said on the stress relief moisturizing bath bomb. This is something that we've had out, I think, since the very first release. She says, I used this bath bomb last night and immediately I was feeling so much better, less stressed out and worrying. The lavender has such a soothing scent that it made the whole bathroom smell amazing. That happened to me last week. I took a bath. I forget which bath bomb I took a bath with, and everybody, both boys and my husband were like, what do I smell? And I was like, oh, I took a bath a little while ago and it just smelled so great. Viewer Phyllis said, during the last Godly Granny production release, after hearing Michelle and Eve discussing that low energy folks may just be low in testosterone, got my attention. My sweetie and I, both being 85 years old, had been having that no energy feeling for some time, so I immediately ordered the Godly Granny Testosterone Boost Cream. Now, after using the cream daily each morning, I can tell you we both are testifying that this Godly Granny product really works. Coy, my husband, felt more energy later the same day. My only concern now is that this dirty old man may start chasing me all over the house.
Well, I did tell you that we might have to sign a waiver, right?
All right. Viewer Carol says, I recently emailed you. So this is an email to me about the pain terminator was not being as thick as other products. You asked if I wanted you to send me a new tube. And I said, no, I'd purchase the tube if the product helped. Little did I know that soon I would open a whole box of Godly Granny products. Thank you so much. You certainly didn't have to do that, but you are surely one of the biggest givers. I'm very pleased with the Godly Granny products, and the box of products that you sent is very appreciated and will be used. She says, thanks again. You're the best. I hope that you have a wonderful Mother's Day. So she also says, P.S., you've asked for ideas. One of the things that she wants is a non-aerosol hairspray with a fairly firm hold. I thought of you when I read this. She says, I have very fine, thin hair. I know you talk about that. She goes, I absolutely have to use hairspray to keep any lift in my hair. And so far, I've yet to find a hairspray that doesn't smell like toxic poison, which usually is as well, probably. She says, God didn't give me hair like you, which is lots. That's true. And so she says, the other product is a large pump bottle of head to toe body lotion. She says her skin is dry. She's 71 years old. And she says the other ones that she's used through the years suck. So anyway, so she's wanting a spray lotion. Well, guess what I've been looking at that Eve has been asking me about? A spray lotion. So I was, and by the way, the name will include the word silky. I already know this because I was showing. Yeah, we're definitely going to be doing that. It is on, and that was part of one of the things that was on the agenda. I just had never seen a spray lotion and couldn't get my head wrapped around it. So Eve and I discussed that, and she gave me some samples. I tried it.
The factory, and I knew, and I was like, "You need to try this. And have you seen this? It's this for kids." And she was just like, "Yes, we got to do this." The next release, and I'm like, I can't do more than 50 products in a release. And right now you've chosen about 150.
So we got a lot of work to do, but it's so great. All right, let's go through what some of the viewers have been asking and going through and commenting. So Joe,
one thing about the consistency of the Terminator pain.
Yes.
It's supposed to be a little thinner. It's a different animal altogether. It's got 6,000 milligrams of magnesium chloride in it, and it's got 10% menthol. Now, I know that some people love the smell of menthol and some don't. Some love the smell of peppermint, some don't. But did you know that peppermint comes from menthol? A lot of people don't know that. Mm-hmm. So there's that. But anyway, I told you earlier, everything has a frequency and vibrates. Menthol has a heat element to it. So it is always working and juking and jiving. So no matter what formula put it in, it's going to thin it down just a little bit. It's supposed to. It's doing its job.
Perfect.
It doesn't mean that it's thin. It's just thinner than the thicker magnesium creams. And it's supposed to be because they don't have menthol.
Yeah. So be careful. The reason why we read that is because just wanted to point out to be careful when you open that jar, if you get it in the jar and not the pump. Okay. Or not
you
the
can
pump.
Also keep it in the refrigerator. You don't have to put any of them in the refrigerator. But in the summertime, when you're putting these things on, you come in from the heat and you put them on, they're cold. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's like a whole nother level of therapy. It really is.
All right, let's read some of this. So Joe Fran Wood says, looking forward to all of the Godly Granny products. So excited to finally be able to get healthy products to use. W.R. Carr says, got the pain terminator, and it sure helps with the pain. I also love the charcoal soap. It is great. Great products. I wanted to tell you one of the things I was noticing when you go to the Terminator pain cream product on the website. I'm noticing when I was reading through some of the reviews, I kept hearing the word instantly. Mm-hmm. And so it is quick acting. And so thank you. Mm-hmm. Tanya Jones says, I got my mom the pain terminator for my mom. And I got her the face wash for her too. For her too. I believe it will help her. I will keep you posted on all that as well. Thank you so much. Taurus 66 says, I've been using the activated charcoal bar soap on my hair along with the hair serum now for a month. And wow, all caps. My hairdresser even noticed it a week ago. My hair is so squeaky clean and super soft. Taurus 66, you gotta leave a reviews on this on the website so people know. BB Me said, what is the single best product for adult acne? So the single
is going to be the it depends. Are you trying to fight active or prevent? So
you got to tell us which one, honey. And then
if I can only do one, I do the spot treatment. But if I could do two, I would do spot treatment and the cleanser.
The wash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the wash. Okay, so that's the very first thing because that's your preventative, right? And
Yes.
so it's going to be your face and body wash, the very first one that's got the pump. I love this product. I love it also in the blue green algae, the face wash on both of them. And then I'm loving the toner. I got to tell you, I love the toner. But the spot treatment, amazing. Okay, so Die Laughing said, hashtag me too, Eve. Why? That is why I left the industry in marketing and selling stuff to people that they really don't need. Yeah. Tanya says, I'm crying with you. I need this today. God is so big. D. Creasman said, my eyes are leaking. Beautiful, Eve. Thank you for sharing. So this is back from when we first came on. Tall Madge Mom says, I ordered the testosterone cream due to a hip pain. There you go. Where should I? So we got you,
directly
honey.
on the hip, the bottom of the feet, the belly button, the back of the neck.
Yes. And so, and Truth Desperado says, wondering if using the magnesium restless leg cream eliminates the need to take oral magnesium since so little of it is absorbed because of digestive process.
I can't tell you what to do. I'm not a doctor, but you're wasting any oral magnesium. At most, if it's a pure brand, and it won't be, you're getting 7 to 10% and a laxative effect and gassy and bloating. Whereas if you do it topically, it's being absorbed and you're getting at the very least 80% into the body and up to 60% in the bloodstream. Those are big differences. But if you don't want to listen and you want to do both, it won't hurt you. You can't overdose on magnesium.
Don says, thank you for your faithfulness and testimony. God bless you. Jay Ruff says, love you two ladies and producer Ron and your heart so much. You're my kind of peeps, brothers and sisters in Christ. Becky Lee says, amen, amen. This is why I love your products. You pour everything into it. Thank you, honey. Angel 4567 says, Eve, thank you for sharing the beautiful story. KM Sunshine 1974 says, I love Eve. You can see and hear the passion in her voice. Thank you so much, Eve, for all the work that you do for Godly Granny. Crypto Cookie says, God bless you, Eve. Thank you for sharing your stone rock story. I am truly blessed by it. I knew y'all would love it. I was. So, all right. The next one is Chris PM says, Eve, thank you for sharing your moments with the Lord. It is so inspiring and encouraging. Christ Believer says, my hair looks and feels healthy when I wash my hair with the activated charcoal. Mine too, honey. Die Laughing said, I wash my hair with the activated charcoal soap. My hair actually looks a bit blonder. Why? I love it.
Because it's clean. It's finally clean. And your roots are going, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to make you shine.
There you go.
I mean, anytime you give something the nutrition it needs, it lightens up, don't it? I didn't say the dessert it wanted. I said the nutrition it needs.
I lost my place because I went to read a comment from producer Ron. And boy, we've got a lot here. Yeah, you're good. So the two lead. Okay, here we go. And so, and that's so good. I mean, wow, would you have thought like it's just buildup and stuff? And by the way, the activated charcoal bar soap, I'm loving how it does so good at lathering up. And so I really love that. I'd forgotten about that. So that's good.
My dogs were holding up signs to go outside.
Oh, that's okay. Let's see. So I'm trying to catch up where we were. Here we go. And so thank you for sharing the beautiful story. Here it is. Okay. Die Laughing says, I wash my hair with the charcoal. Okay, yes. So D. Creasman says, I used the charcoal soap this week for the first time. Lots of lather. Hair was squeaky clean. I didn't need a styling mousse. Wow. Tanya Jones says, we just use the soap and the other products. On Sunday, he may use a little bit of hairspray, but that's it. Okay. And I will discourage the hairspray if need be. There you go. Jay Ruff says, can you tell us, will Godly Granny ever come out with a face makeup, a tint, foundation, or any other blush, eyeshadow makeup for women in the future? We've discussed this. It's a possibility, but no time soon because we're so busy with nourishing.
Your body healthy first. Your body and your skin and your hair healthy first.
We got to get you healthy. You can put, I guess, it's just not the immediate priority. And so how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Rules PW says, I wish I could have taken a picture of my husband's hair before so I could show how well it works. Talking about the hair serum and the spray. Trust me, it works. He is so happy. He was losing so much hair. That's amazing. Rules PW, please make sure you leave reviews on the website if you haven't yet for both of those products. RL Wood said, thank you for sharing your story, Eve. I love your heart for people. Kazadu77 says, I love all the bombs. So many uses. That's right, girl. Christ Believer says, yay. I'm so happy about the face and body being increased. I'm not sure if I understand that. Maybe it's about the face and body balm line, the first fruits. Tanya says, do you see putting the lip plumping mask in a tube? My daughter wants to use it, but doesn't like it getting under her nails. And so
Use the back of your nail or get an applicator. I don't like lip balms. I would make a lip butter. And if I have to make the lip butter, it's got to be stiff enough to be in the tube. And that means I've got to put wax in it. We talked about how wax doesn't really help a whole lot.
yeah. So that's the thing, you know, there's sometimes there's things just like when somebody asked about having scrubs that have salt in it. And so when even I talked about that on, when I was down there with her, that was on my list because again, this goes back to the things that you guys ask and request. And so just want to make sure that you realize, you know, sometimes there's something else going on that keeps us from doing it. And so I'm sorry, but that's one of those. So BB me, and that's one of the reasons I don't like it either. So that's why we did the lip scrub applicators. I know that that's not always convenient, especially on the go, but just heads up on that. So BB me is asking, is it for adult acne? I guess I'm thinking you're talking about the clarifying acne line.
All skin
Yes.
type.
And we know that we probably covered that and they heard that. We just were behind on questions. So Nisi Karen said, I promised this to my grandson. He will be happy. Though that's awesome. And we got you a little extra savings on it. So that's awesome with the bundle. Sherba82 says, my husband and I have been using the activated charcoal soap. Love it. That's great, Sherba. Producer Ron says, remember to let you know that they can choose from which face and body scrub. So remember when you do the bundle, you still got to choose which scrub you want, the unscented, the tea tree, or the eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, sensitive skin. BB Me says, is there a possibility the blue-green remineralizing serum could cause any breakouts? It has sea moss in it, and my esthetician said that for some people it causes breakouts.
I've never heard of one. Usually if there's a breakout, and we talked about this, usually if there's a breakout, it's something else going on, whether you're on a medication or whatever. The type of sea moss we use, I'm not saying there won't be one person at some point on the planet that won't have a small breakout from it, but it's supposed to be very calming, just the opposite. I know what she's talking about. She's talking about that red algae gunk that people are substituting for the green algae. We don't do that. We use real algae and real spirulina.
Fly Girl 61 says, I love these products so well. I've been sharing them with patients in the ER, especially the eczema, face and body butter. So many people with eczema. The first fruits is even fading arm scratches. Wow. And now you even have the scar cream as well. So that's amazing. So you get we've given you a stretch mark and scar body cream. So we've given you some new things today to help as well. That's amazing, Fly Girl 61. All right. So and thank you for sharing with your patients. Simply Sylvia said, dear ladies and gent, what do you recommend for poison ivy? I got some recently and don't know what to wash with that will help and not use any toxins.
Well,
what about anti-itch balm?
Of a wash, she could use the acne wash, but what she needs to put on it is the anti-itch cream or the unscented magnesium. The unscented magnesium will clear it up. The anti-itch will stop the inflammation and the itching and the vibrancy of the pain.
All right. Decreaseman says, love her descriptions of the products. We were all enjoying that. Okay. Are they all good for keratosis? Nisi Karen is asking. Yes.
Anything that unstops them. Keratosis pilaris is nothing but stopped up pores. That's all it is. I don't care what anybody tells you. That's all it is. So if you can scrub a lot often and keep those pores moisturized and use things like the activated charcoal products or the coffee scrub or any of the scrubs and the charcoal soap, keep those pores open. Once those bumps dry up, fall off and begin to heal, as long as you keep doing that and probably got some gut issues, which we'll be talking about at a later date. There's some more things coming, but just stay exfoliated, stay moisturized. Hey, we have company.
All right. So they're playing. Okay. So when she says, are they all good for keratosis? Are we talking about the acne skin line? The clarifying acne skin line. Is that what she's talking about when she says,
I'm
are they
not
all
sure, but that would be great for it. We don't make anything that's not good for keratosis pilaris.
B-
Have it, so.
Okay. BB Me says, I have had such an issue with acne since going through menopause. Will this help me? Absolutely.
She also has to make sure she is either on the wild yam cream or a magnesium or both, because she's going to be deficient in both.
Yes. The wild yam, does it have magnesium in it?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, I didn't think. So, and remember too with the wild yam that you're going to take it for 3 weeks and then off a week. Okay.
Look at you.
I've been listening.
It just came right out. I was like, I don't have to.
Die Laughing says, as a marketer, I love the product descriptions. Eve, did you write them?
Yes, I'm a writer.
Yeah. Well, so producer Ron, so she also understands where I'm going with the company as Godly Granny. So that's where all the humor and all the stuff comes in. Robin W was the first one again that got to the first 10. She was the 10th one that did the reviews. Rules PW said in one $25 Godly Granny gift card. Make sure you email me, Michelle@NashvilleMichelle.com, and we'll get in touch with you later tonight. Rules PW said, what do you have for brown spots or sun damage, whatever you call them? Well, vitamin C helps with that, but we've got an entire line. Yeah.
Is our age-spot hyperpigmentation correction line.
Yes, an entire line. I have been adamant. Look, there is so much stuff that we have plans for, but I promise you, I have put in concrete what the next line is, and that is included. And so even I were talking about
I'm ordering all of your head and migraines.
Do what? What'd you say?
You're adding so much so fast. I said, when we get off the show, I'm going to order your headache and migraine remover.
Yes. So Fur Baby, the bronzer that's anti-aging, just instant. It's amazing. Buildable. So we're going to do that for sure.
And Dead Sea Salt Mineral Mask and Mud Poultice, Pain Poultice.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming in the next release as well. But it's so much that we have coming. But one of the things that I have been adamant has to come with the Fur Baby line as well. In the next line will be the brown spots, age spots, whatever people call them, sun damage, whatever you call them.
Spots, age spots, hyperpigmentation, all of that.
It's coming, sweetie, and we've got an entire line for it. So, okay, we're going to
guess what fixes that?
What?
Please don't put any bleach on your skin. You actually kill the cell matrix and it never recovers. We do it with the catechins in green tea and sake, because rice wine clears it up. Who knew?
Okay. That's interesting. All right, I keep losing my spot when I check what producer Ron's saying. Okay. So let me find it. Okay, here it is. So are you supposed to rotate using the collagen and retinol products, or do I do one in the morning and one at night?
There's no wrong way to do that. You can do them together. You can do one or the other. You can rotate them. You can do one in 1 week and one the next. You can put them on top of each other. It's all good.
Okay. Die Laughing says, I need that calming product in an IV drip. That's funny. Right. J Matt says, how do you get the extra 5% for the bundle? It does not automatically discount. Yes, honey, it's priced on the website and shows it already. And so you already have it in the price. So the full price, I went over that earlier. I'm sorry, I already put it to the side, but it already has it. In fact, when you go to the website and you're on the bundle page and it shows you the price, to the side, it shows you the full price, and then it shows you the sell price. So that's a 5% discount on there already for you. And then when you go to use Michelle 15 or Granny 15, you're going to get an additional 15%. But every day you're going to get that 5% discount when it comes to a bundle. It's already been done for you, sweetie. Producer Ron says, okay, he has okay. BB Me says, did I miss why MSM and vitamin B5 are in the acne line? Could you tell that
inflammation. Acne is caused by inflammation and bacteria, and that will shrink the inflammation.
TCT Me says, could you please make the bath bombs half the size? Because when I tried to cut mine in half, I just made a mess. I really like your products. So here's the thing. My husband cuts mine for me. I get him to cut like 3 or 4 at a time, and then I put them in a glass jar. So that way I can just grab half out. It isn't easy, but it can be done. And they are highly concentrated. And I cannot tell a difference. If I do a half a bath bomb, it is, you can't tell. It's not like it's faint or whatever. And I put, a half a bathtub of water. Now I don't fill it up, but I don't feel like
those bath bombs are 4.5 ounces and those are 8. But to answer your question, should she choose a smaller size? And we showed them to her this week at the factory. Yes, they can be smaller. Yeah,
we're looking at that as well. So we'll see. Right now, my recommendation is to cut them in half. And so if you got a hubby, get your hubby to cut them in half, but they can be done. Is the acne cream heavy? It's not heavy. I know what you're talking about. Now, here's what I will say. In fact, I even made a comment that when I rubbed it on my arm, it almost felt real light. It was silky ish. And so real smooth. That's the word, smooth. And so absolutely. It's the lightest one I've ever tried, ever in my entire life. And so I'm not a big cream person. I've made that clear before. Now, I like a butter, and our creams I like. And so they don't bother me. But this acne line, I will also tell you, though, of the acne line, this was my least favorite product of the acne line, but it didn't make it a bad thing. It was just, I just loved everything else so much. And because I'm quirky about creams, but it's the lightest cream I have ever put on my face. It didn't. I thought, oh boy, here it comes. No, it didn't irritate my skin at all. And so I was pleasantly surprised, pleasantly. All right. Cousadoo77 says, I so love all these products. Y'all should see my large clear tote for all my Godly Granny products each time I go into the bathroom. I love it. BB Me says the oil is great. She's probably talking about the head to toe Noni Plus dry oil. Says anything else I have to reapply. I love the Noni oil on my feet, the legs, elbows at night, and it lasts throughout the next day. Okay, that's amazing. I didn't know that. I haven't put it on my body. I usually just put about 4 drops on my hands, rub them together, and put it on my face and then on my hair. JP O'Toole says, if you order a bundle, does it come with instructions on what product to use first? You may have covered this, but I have not been able to listen to your entire show. We have it on the website. So if you'll go to the website, all the instructions and everything are on the website for you. And each product has instructions as well. And then the photo for the bundle pretty much tells you the order, except for the last 2 products need to be swapped. That's the only thing, sweetie. And so BB Me says, Miss Eve, you have made my day. Thank you for your godly wisdom and grace. Die Laughing says, is it an effective repellent for former spouses? Talking about the buzz off spray.
I can neither confirm nor deny that remark.
Simply Sylvia says, oh my hubby will be so happy with that bug spray. And then GL Star says, can you put the bug off spray on animals? Great question.
I don't think that you should put it on an animal, but I don't know. Dogs specifically are very, very, and different breeds are different about what essential oils they can handle and what they can't. I'm a little bit worried about the lavender and the citronella. I may be completely worried for no reason, but I'm a massive Chihuahua lover. I got 2 at my feet that were begging me to go outside a minute ago. So I wouldn't do anything without asking the chemist, and I've just not been asked that. So I will ask and let you know.
Okay. All right. So we'll get an answer on that one, a clear answer. And when we release for
kind of dog, because just like people, all dogs aren't alike.
That's right. Miss Georgia girl says, I used a small amount of a natural bug spray last year. She put natural in quotes, and people around me were making faces. It was so strong. This is not, it smells amazing. And so I think you're going to love it. Christ Believer says, does it keep bees away?
Yes. Anything flies,
That's why I
crawls.
called it Buzz Off, because of that. Plus, just, yeah. Okay. Thank you for offering different sizes. Decreaseman says you're welcome. And it is a logistical nightmare, but we could do so many more products and other things. But we really wanted to make sure, especially with traveling and different things. Like the baby cream. Some people are going to want to put a tube in their baby bag. They're not going to want to put a 4 or 8 ounce jar in your baby bag. And so you're going to want a tube. Moms want a tube. And so it's stuff like that I want to make sure we take care of you on. Die Laughing says the rustic man smells surprisingly clean and fresh. I chose that scent from now on if available. And we're consistently bringing it through all the products, especially the alpha male products, but we're giving it to you, sweetheart. In everything we can possibly give it to you. I'm not leaving the men out. In fact, we're only growing the men's stuff. And Eve and I, like I said, we've even come up with finalized the name for that. We had a few possibilities, great possibilities, but we've already finalized the name for the next one. All right. R.L. Wood said, is the bug spray safe to keep fleas off of dogs? We just covered that. We'll get into that a little bit more. We do have a fur baby line that is coming out in the next release. Janetto says, I see Godly Granny spas nationwide in your future. They're already calling, just so you know. Die Laughing says, I have a wash and wear hairstyle. Sounds like I can use the pomade as a styling aid. Thank you. That's amazing. Deborah Lynn W. says, Eve, your complexion is beautiful. That's sweet. Deborah Lynn W. also says, does Godly Granny have an anti-wrinkle product? I sure could use one.
Yes, the retinol. And there's more. And the blue-green algae. And there's more coming.
Yeah. So the blue-green algae is for mature skin and for sensitive skin. So if you have sensitive, mature skin, then you can use it. And I'm that way. I'm 52. I have very sensitive skin, and a lot of products through my years never seemed like they worked for me like they should. And so, or do for other people, because I was always breaking out or whatever. And so the blue-green algae is beautiful. Absolutely. I love that line. And like I said, I was using the acne line last night, trying it out, and absolutely loving it. And so my skin's not irritated. I'm not having trouble with it. And that tells me a lot. If I'm not having trouble, that tells me a whole lot. Flygirl61 says, thank goodness, get ocular migraines. I'm guessing it will help these.
Yes, but with an ocular migraine, she needs to pair it with one of the magnesium products, any of the magnesium creams paired with it.
There you go, sweetheart. So make sure you do that. Christ Believer says, is there anything for dry eyes? My skin is dry. My eyes are dry. My mouth is dry. Dry from head to toe.
No, but was that a male or female?
Christ Believer is a female.
Okay. You need the wild yam. You need one of the magnesiums. I can't do anything OTC at this point, which is what you would have to have. However, the things in the wild yam and the things in the magnesiums. And the person just before this that was asking about ocular, when they choose one of the magnesiums, they need to do the Terminator. Sorry, back to this.
Wait a minute. They need to do the Terminator pain cream?
Yeah, because that's got magnesium in it. Not everybody understands that. So for ocular, she needs the Terminator pain cream.
Will that be enough magnesium for her?
Yes, because that's 6,000 milligrams. That's a strong
Okay.
So she needs that, and then she needs any of the Eddie's products. So now back to this question, which I've already forgotten what it was. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I want to go back. I want to stay for Flygirl 61. You were talking about that with the ocular migraines. So will she put the Terminator pain cream back here and
belly button, bottom of her feet? She can also put it around her hairline, pulse points, and she can put it down here on her cheeks. Don't Terminator pain cream. It's got 10% menthol.
Yeah. Okay. So that's your Terminator pain cream. And then let's say she's using
products. If she'll pair that with the Head Ease cream, she'll have something very powerful.
Remover. Okay. And then she could always get in the bathtub as well with a bath bomb or a salt soak. I would definitely be keeping some of those bath bombs on.
And if she's got ocular, maybe at night she wants to put on the stronger Terminator pain cream and then spritz the every little thing. Headache and migraine remover.
Okay. That's right. Okay, so is there anything for dry eyes? So we're talking about dry. She says she's dry eyes, dry
No, 'cause
mouth.
I can't OTC. However, there are things in the wild yam and things in any of the magnesiums. You might want to do the stress relief one that's going to help offset some of the toxins that and pest and the things that are creating that, and start healing the body and freeing up the finite energy your body has to combat that somewhat on its own. It's not going to fix dry eye. It will help it.
That's great. Okay, Janetto says weekend spa vacations at Godly Granny's. I'll be there. Training programs for certified granny professional reps. I love it. I think Janetto might be onto something. We may have to
You
think
be my
about
new
that
writing partner. Put some key clips in that.
I know. We may just have to do that in the fall. I like that, Janetto. I'm not old, just older too. Says I love my Godly Granny goodies. Oh, that's right. I said I like to call them goodies instead of products. I call them goodies. Okay, Angels Singing too says hi, Michelle. For tendinitis.
No, not yet. That is a very difficult beast. And I'm not going to give the devil any. It is not going to be a difficult beast forever. I have that. I have it severely and have had since 2001. I promise you it's high on the list. And if and when, and I feel like at some point, Heavenly Father will download some information on that. But in the meantime, for some people, depending on what the cause is, because it's not an ear issue, it's not an inner ear issue, it's not an inner hair nerve cell issue, it's not a bone, it's a brain issue. And for some people, magnesium helps.
I was going to say, I would think maybe magnesium would help. Okay. And so Christ Believer says, I was at the store a few weeks ago and a lady came in and asked for something for chapped lips. I went straight to her and showed her my Godly Granny lip balm mask, told her to look it up online. Thank you. Yes. We've talked about like people looking for chapped lip stuff, or especially that real popular name brand that it's formulated to really make you keep needing it over and over and over. It's amazing. Okay, Die Laughing says, Eve, will the bar soap help get rid of skin tags? If not, which product will? I'm not sure which bar soap they're talking about.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because the answer is no. Now, let me tell you, we have that. It's not out yet. But
Yeah.
until it's out, anything that she has in the acne line will help prep for what's coming. Anything with apple cider vinegar helps dissolve those, but it's not quick. But if you will go do a formula of half apple cider vinegar and half carrier oil, that's a good oil, not like something you cook with, like the noni oil, for instance. You put it directly on there, over weeks, you'll see it get smaller. But yes, apple cider vinegar is a major skin tag remover. But don't put it on full strength, it'll burn you.
Okay, that's why you got to put the noni oil in it. Okay, next one. So KS Renee says, I'm going to need a tiered soap dish. I already need one. I need one too, honey. KS Renee also says, I'm so excited, expecting my first grandbaby in August.
Oh,
I can't wait.
congratulations.
Oh my goodness. I can't wait to have that little bundle to use this on. I love it. And then Deborah, I'm going to a baby shower tomorrow and they're getting some. All right. Deborah Lynn W says, I think the migraine products would be better if they smelled like menthol. The smell of peppermint makes me feel sicker. I am a diagnosed migraine sufferer.
Okay. Well, that's funny because we just mentioned that. Peppermint comes from menthol. Menthol comes from peppermint. It's just a different part of the plant. So there are people who are sensitive to menthol because of the strength of it.
Yeah.
I've never heard of anybody being sensitive to peppermint that was genuinely tested and proven to be sensitive to peppermint. Because I promise you, if you're sensitive to peppermint, you are really sensitive to menthol. So there's something in the mix there. I don't know if you had the little skin blot test done. Something didn't percolate there quite. It's the same plant.
Yeah. So maybe that would help then, because the bath salts are not as strong of the peppermint. I'm just wondering if maybe that might be a better option for her.
No, she needs to go straight to the Terminator because that's for headaches and all of that too. And that's got the menthol that she wants.
Okay. All right. So I'm not old, just older too. Says, will you grow a mustache with the testosterone cream?
Well, let me tell you about growing hair in certain places. How old are you? Because at a certain age, I don't care what you put on or don't put on, you're going to have some hairs coming out of some strange places. I'm in my 60s now, and I found a hair on my shoulder that rivaled any on my head. And I don't do the testosterone cream. So the answer is I can't promise. However, I don't think there's enough of the kinds that we use for it. I hate to say because it sounds so, it's horny goat weed, and I didn't name it. That's just the name. That's just the name that I guess Adam gave it after it named the last animal. I don't know what he did, but anyway, it's not testosterone like the fake testosterone. It's more like the testosterone you get in the BioTE little implants in your fat pockets of your butt. But I can't say that you won't. A lot of that depends on you and your diet and your DNA and all of that, but it shouldn't. But if you're about to turn 60, you're going to wake up one day and you're going to have this crazy eyelash sticking way out here waving at you. And it just happens, whether you're a man or woman, just hair grows out of every socket.
Okay, there we go. All right, TCT Me says, love the face wash. The lotion with capsaicin is my favorite.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
That's the muscle gel.
Yeah. And it helps my back feel so much better. So I think they were saying they love the face wash and the capsaicin. Okay. The next one says, I'm crazy about the 3-in-1 makeup remover cleanser in cherry. I can't wait to wash my face. I love the cucumber. And I'm the same way. It's just so refreshing, so moisturizing. You just have to experience it to know it, honey. And then Site KK1977 says, I always use reaction. I always have reaction to retinol. I have actually ended up in the ER. I bought the retinol cream and tried on my hands and chest. No reaction day 2. Yay.
It's buffered. It's so simple. It's buffered. We know what to do with it. We know how to fix it into formula. We're not
wow.
chemists.
There you go. Well, keep us updated and make sure you put a review on if you continue to see that, so people that think they're allergic or have some kind of a crazy reaction will know to give it a try. Another viewer said, I love Godly Granny. Thank you, Michelle and Eve. You helped me not miss my mama who's in heaven. That's sweet. Oh my goodness. Okay, producer
last year, so I can appreciate that.
Yep. Okay, so producer Ron, make sure to see if we have another winner. So we started at 243. We had 2 winners for the people that were leaving reviews. We always want to say, leave a review on the website. It's super easy. Just takes a couple minutes. We don't make you put a picture in. We don't ask you a bunch of questions about it. It's super, super easy. You just go to the product that you want to leave a review for. You scroll down past all the product description and all that stuff, and then you'll be able to write the review, give how many stars, all that kind of stuff. And so producer Ron says no more winners. So we had 2 winners already. We started out at 243. So that meant 253 and 263. So that means we had over 20 different people or 20 different reviews that were left. Isn't that amazing? Christ Believer said, can we have a Godly Granny retreat?
I'm in.
Oh my goodness. All right. So, Eve, so much that we've covered today. I hate it that sometimes that these shows get so long, but we cover so much information, and this is people's health. And so it's so important. By the way, leaving reviews on the website helps us help others. Want to remind you also, don't forget that you've got until Monday evening at 11:59 Central Standard Time. This coming Monday gives you all weekend, or if you're watching this later and you're seeing this, you can use Michelle 15 or Granny 15, and it gives you 15% off the entire order. We now have 2 bundles on the website. Both of those bundles, you get 5% off of either one or both. The first one is our blue-green algae skincare line that you all have been hearing about. And then also today, you've been hearing about the clarifying acne skincare line. So both of those give you the 5% off. We are looking at a couple of other bundles. And so those are coming as well. So you haven't seen everything yet with bundles. They'll continue to increase as we increase more products and all that kind of good stuff. And bundles, if something gets bundled, you automatically get a 5% discount. So we're always doing, the other coupon codes and different things, but we wanted to give you just an extra special savings. And so, with the level of products and care that we are doing and the level of ingredients, the quality ingredients, look, we're not going to have Walmart pricing or Amazon pricing. That's just not going to happen because our products aren't Walmart level or Amazon level. So
have Chinese ingredients.
And by the way, the tariffs aren't really affecting us. And so because no, we're for the most part pretty good. And so because even our containers are made in America. So it's so good. And so, and everything's made here in America. So I hope that you've enjoyed today's show. I hope you've gotten a lot out of it. Oh, wait a minute. We have Reliable Beauty Reviews did a wonderful review. Let's take a look at this video real quick, and then we'll finish up. Let's see this.
Hey guys, I'm Andrea. Welcome back to my channel, Reliable Beauty Reviews. Today I'm sharing some must-have goodies from a brand I've been loving, Godly Granny. These products are clean, effective, and made with real purpose. So let's get into it. First up, this is a new one. The Moisturizing 3-in-1 Face Wash and Makeup Remover. I've never seen anything quite like this. It removes makeup, it cleanses your skin, and it works as a moisturizer. So one product doing all that, I was skeptical too, but wow, it easily removed my makeup. It left my skin soft and smooth. And then I used it as a moisturizer and it made my skin feel like silk. And why? Thanks to all the antioxidants and the blend of castor and coconut oils plus vitamin C and E, which deeply hydrate your skin. And if you don't want to use it for all three purposes, it can definitely be worn alone as a day or a night moisturizer. And it makes the perfect gift, especially for someone who has everything and you know who they are. This is truly a game changer. This is a great product. Okay, let's talk lips. We all love a good lip scrub, but many of them are way too harsh, like sandpaper, so cringe, we don't want that. But Godly Granny nailed it with their moisturizing lip scrubs with vitamin C. I tried the lemonade flavor, and it was super gentle, no grit, just smooth exfoliation, and it leaves your lips so soft, not scratched. It has a subtle lemon scent, which comes from the fruit peel. No artificial dyes or harsh chemicals are used. And the same goes for their black cherry. This one was scrumptious too. It's so nice. You're definitely going to love them both. And Godly Granny also has 15 other flavors, plus one unscented. There's something for everyone. So you can say goodbye to chapped lips, for sure. Now, for the icing on the cake, I also tried the Plump Lip Mask with vitamin C and collagen in it, also in the lemonade flavor. It's ultra moisturizing. It left my lips feel like I just left the spa. You can use it nightly after the scrub and wake up with soft, kissable lips. So there's your perfect duo right there. What's not to like about that? The masks also come in 15 other flavors, plus one unscented too. And right now, if you buy 2 lip scrubs, you'll get a free lip brush. Now, have you ever seen something like this? I have not. It's so cute. It's got a little heart-shaped brush at the end of it. For those of you that have long nails like I do, you're going to appreciate this. You know everything gets underneath long nails. So this was a real great idea. You might remember I reviewed Godly Granny's Coffee Face and Body Scrub, which is amazing. But today, let's meet her gentler sister. The Hawaiian Avocado Gentle Microdermabrasion Scrub. It's for all skin types, and the granules in it are super fine and gentle enough for daily use, and it's packed with omega-rich avocado and moisturizing retaining ingredients. It's fragrance-free, and it will help calm the redness and irritation too if you're somebody who has sensitive skin. Honestly, I can't decide which scrub I love more, the coffee scrub or the avocado. Let me know your favorite in the comments section. So overall, these Godly Granny products get a solid 5 out of 5 stars. And remember, when you're consistent with these products, you're going to see soft, glowing skin and kissable lips. So check out Godly Granny's website. They offer clean and effective products with no harsh chemicals. They offer products with purpose. And oh, I have exciting news again. This Friday, May 2nd, Godly Granny is launching new wellness products for rosacea, psoriasis, migraines, and more, including items for men. They didn't forget you guys. Oh, and spoiler alert, Godly Granny is also working on a fur baby product line. This is my fur baby, Bella. She cannot wait to try those products that are coming out real soon. So stay tuned. It's only going to get better. Well, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.
All right, so that's so good. Bella, adorable. Okay, so we got an email from viewer Beth, and she said that she had a story to share. Happy day. Yesterday, I was gardening in Texas where we have fire ants. I have about 15 bites from yesterday. I plunged my feet into Epsom salt water for a bit with burning and stinging like fire ants do. I pulled my feet out, still stinging, and applied the Godly Granny Magnesium Boost Sensitive Skin Cream with vitamin D3 and aloe, the unscented one. She says, today, about 24 hours later, I have 15 red places, but no itching and no pus-filled bites, just red places. Amazing. Also, let's see here. She goes, I use so much less chapstick now, was addicted. Moisturizing at night before bed with your Godly Granny plumping lip mask with vitamin C and collagen. Way to go, girl. See, I mean, that's just amazing, you know, trying it and really working on that. It takes time. And so I just love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. That's bunches of reviews. And so thank you so much for leaving the reviews and helping us to help other people. Eve, thank you so much for all your hard work.
And thank y'all for having me. Please stay
Yes.
tuned. The best is yet to come.
That's right. I love it. All right. Y'all have a great weekend and a restful one. And just, you know, hang out with your Godly Granny products. Don't forget, next Friday, we will release the deodorants. I'm absolutely loving this. Not only does it have the magnesium that we've been doing, but it's the prebiotic, probiotic. And I mean, I'm just amazed. And, you know, I told you we love the First Fruits line. This is one of my favorite things is the face and body balm. Y'all heard all about that, how much I've loved it. You all are loving it. We're getting amazing reviews. You ought to see some of those on the website if you haven't. But we are expanding that. A part of my passion from some of that too is already hearing how it's been helping those with neuroma and neuropathy. And so the bath bombs, the bath salt soak, you know that's coming because I think that could really make a big difference for those that are in pain. And we want to make sure that they get what they need to help them. So, all right, don't forget through the weekend, Michelle 15 or Granny 15, get you 15% off your entire order. Just a little something extra to help you be able to afford all your favorite Godly Granny goodies. All right, we'll see you right here next time on the Michelle Moore Show.
Toxic chemicals are everywhere, even in products we've used for generations. Now, there's a replacement solution, Godly Granny. Godly Granny products are nutraceutical, clean products with purpose. All our products like skin creams, bath bombs, lip scrubs, deodorants, and more are free of the Godly Granny 5 Dirty Dozen list. That's 60 harmful chemicals many other companies use that you'll never find in our products. Go to godlygranny.com today. Be sure and use the discount code Michelle15 at checkout to receive 15% off your entire order.
Trying to get healthier is full of can'ts.
Come on, Grandma, come play. Come play with us, Grandma.
I can't move. So you go to the doctor.
Your body can't figure this out. So take this, and this.
Because your body can't. But is it true your body can't? Maybe your body can. All you need is a little support. Wave Watch is a wearable device that uses sound wave therapy to help your body heal itself. Studies are showing that all cells in our bodies resonate at unique frequencies and specific sounds can stimulate them. Your body can deal with pain, so you can play hard.
WaveWatch comes with a 1-year manufacturer's warranty for defects and flaws, and you can upgrade to an additional warranty for water damage and breakage. Go to wavewatch.com. Be sure to use the discount code Michelle100 at checkout to receive $100 savings on your purchase.
Hey, Mr. Wonderful here, and I'm here with my gold guy, Dr. Mike Fulges, a silver and gold expert. Hey, Mike, what do we have here?
Today I have a few, actually 50, 2025 $5 gold American Eagles. Each is a 1/10 ounce of gold and is a starter coin for investors.
So this is the way people can invest. They can buy a whole bunch of coins and just hold on to them, right?
Correct. They have these in 1/10 ounce, 1/4 ounce, 1/2 ounce, and 1 ounce sizes.
Now, if they want to buy them now, wait a couple of years and sell them again so they have liquidity, can they do that with you?
Immediately. We buy millions every month back from clients.
So you really are the gold guy.
That's why we're America's gold expert.
Did you know your cell phone emits radiation that has been linked to increased risk of certain types of cancers? This is why manufacturers include hidden warnings to keep your phone away from your body. And what's worse is that children are more susceptible to the potentially damaging effects. Safe Sleep for cell phones is a case specifically designed to block radiation. Its shielding technology integrated into the case has been tested in a third-party FCC-accredited lab to block over 99% of RF and 92% of ELF radiation emitted by your phone. It also functions as a stand for watching videos and comes in a magnetically detachable style for some devices. Safe Sleeve also offers anti-radiation cases for tablets and laptops and has free shipping in the U.S. plus discounted worldwide shipping is available. Go to truthtalkamerica.com today and click on the Safe Sleep banner on the home page. Use the discount code FIRST10 at checkout for 10% off your first order.
For Michelle's social media links, go to michellemooreshow.com.